And that is is that the 2020 Las Vegas Raiders cap?
Ready for the season.
All right.
Did you see the season ticket package they sent out to the season ticket holders? It's like this giant box with a Raiders field, and you open it up, and the Raider music plays. And
wow,
it's
but
amazing.
They're not having fans, though, right?
No, that's right. But here's the thing.
So you open it up, and the stadium's empty?
Isn't it the thought that counts? Isn't it, Tom?
Yeah. Well, the NFL teams tend to have a very nice presentation for their season tickets, and when the seats are $300 a piece, you can see why they can afford.
Well, that's
that.
just for the opportunity to buy the seats.
Oh, okay.
Then you get into.
Let's see now. I look around there. There's Chick McGee.
Hi.
You feeling better?
It's relative.
Okay. Can you turn up your UV thing so we get all your air through our special filtration system?
Okay.
Okay. There's Josh Arnold, of course. Good to see you, Josh, in the IHateStevensinger.com sidekick chair. Willie Griswold. Hey, Willie. How are you? Christy Lee, looking great, of course.
Thanks.
And you're in the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom. And Mr. Pat Godwin, that's why I was late to the break. Pat and I were working on a little something. Pat, you realize you're wearing 2 pairs of glasses. Are you aware of that?
I did not know that.
Yes, you are.
Pat Godwin looks a little bit like Radar O'Reilly in that Army shirt today.
Oh, that's right.
And that makes you Lieutenant Colonel Henry Blake.
There's a helicopter coming.
That's right.
So
Choppers, they're loaded.
So someone last night asked an interesting question at dinner, and I'd never thought about this. And
I was not at this dinner. Were you at this dinner, Josh?
I was not invited.
What dinner was this? I was.
Didn't even get a damn call, Chick.
You didn't even have your son for dinner.
Honestly, you know what? Yesterday on the air, Tom invited Willie in front of all of us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Said nothing to us.
Over for cake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
oh, you guys should have come over.
Did you see Willie?
Now we
still have a whole cake.
Willie broke the internet yesterday. He filled in for me in this chair, and they had a picture of him giving you the resting chick face. Have you seen this? It's wonderful.
So the point is, it was just dinner. Yesterday, of course, was. Anyone want to fill out what was for dinner?
half birthday.
Yes.
Birthday or
No.
something like that.
Obviously.
Bob Vila's birthday?
Monday was Hart's half birthday, hence the cake. No, yesterday was Taco Tuesday, like it should be at everybody's house.
We did that.
Thank you. Taco Tuesday. But during dinner, someone asked this question, and I'm really fascinated. I don't have a good answer for it. If you could be and enter the world of any television show and live there for a week, which one would it be?
Oh, that is interesting.
That is a great.
What would you mean? Would you want to be in MASH? Would you want to be in Friends? Would you want to be in
Happy Days?
Breaking Bad? Yeah, I mean, seriously, think about it.
If there's no hangovers, I want to be in Cheers.
Okay.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good.
Everybody knows my name. I go there. I get it's fun.
Yeah. You get to sit at the bar. It's great.
But it's a fascinating question. Would you want to be in? I don't know.
I think I'd take Seinfeld because my life would change very little. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
What did you answer?
I'm thinking.
Oh, you still haven't answered.
Please
Golden
tell
Girls?
me it's car 54. Golden Girls. That's even better.
Tom's the date that comes to the door every episode.
I'm here to
Blanche.
pick up Blanche. Yeah. Then you could think about celebrities, what shows they'd be in. Whoa.
You know, I bet that Golden Girls house, say what you want, but I bet it didn't smell very good.
Oh, come on.
I argue. I would say the difference. I bet it smells delightful.
Okay, like gardenias and
Lilacs.
No, it was awful.
no old
Potpourri.
Yeah, a lot of potpourri. But yeah, think about it. I mean, what show would you want to just walk into and be able to live there?
Oh,
And
Green Acres.
Green Acres, good guess. I mean, the Andy Griffith Show, I think, probably is for me. That kind of holds up.
Really?
Just a simpler life. I mean, Otis walks into the jail, locks himself in.
You would be.
what would you do with yourself?
You would be in jail the first day if you were in Mayberry.
Barney would use the bullet.
Who's this troublemaker?
Here's the thing about some of our friends. Kostaki'd be there, probably organizing some kind of labor movement.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, being a socialist, sure. That's right.
Who would be your barber?
The shows that are too good, like Sopranos, you don't want to go there because you'll get
Killed.
You'll
Yes.
get whacked. You don't want to go to
Right.
Lost because you're stuck on an island.
Can't go to Breaking Bad.
Can't go to Breaking Bad.
Can't go to Mad Men because you'd have cancer from smoking all the
I
time.
did. That was, but I'll tell you what, Mad Men was one of the ones I thought of.
Yeah, I thought of that too.
And again, the
love
idea
that
is
time
you
period.
could be in a show, not as an actor, but you'd be living in that world. And I really, I don't know.
I thought you'd pick Car 54. Where are you?
No. Maybe the Dick Van Dyke Show.
Oh, that was a nice time.
God, it'd be great. You go to a meeting and there's Carl Reiner.
Maury Amsterdam.
Oh, Mel Cooley.
Yeah, that'd be a fun writer's room to hang out in. Sure.
You and Mel Cooley comparing pates.
Hair.
Hair.
Well, I think Chick said it better, comparing pates.
Yeah.
Oh.
You never hear that word. I do love that word. Pate. I'm the only one that has that so far.
So far.
Yeah, well, there's a couple
Oh, I'm on my way.
threatening.
Yeah, we're all threatening.
Soon to be pate.
Sure.
Willie. Do you know what a pate is, Willie?
No, is it
I have never
PATE?
heard that word either.
It's like the bald head, the part of
This part?
Yeah, right up there. Yeah. So be thinking about it. Ace, your thoughts? If you could be living in the world of a TV show,
I'd hang out at Green Acres.
you really that's really
Me and Ed would hang out.
Oh, okay.
that would just really change the complexion of the show.
All right.
You wouldn't pick like a different world or the Cosby Show. For God's sake.
Go back and knock that drink out of his
cousin
hand.
Ace.
yeah, if it's the Cosby Show. Yeah,
coming to stay with us, you know. I'm working at Trader Joe's.
Yeah.
if Dr. Huxtable hands you a drink, don't touch it.
No thanks.
Josh, you anything coming to mind for you?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe The Simpsons, or I'd like to be a cartoon character.
Fair guess. Yeah, I did think of I thought maybe the Flintstones, because then you could see all those cool dinosaurs that are
Right.
like the garbage disposal. And it's a living.
Clock in on a bird every morning. That'd be great.
Maybe The Muppet Show. Just hang out with them all the time. Something like that, and still be in entertainment.
Yeah?
Yeah. Other than that, if I were to give like a real answer, maybe the Larry Sanders Show. I'd like to hang out on that
Set.
Hey now.
Yeah, be a writer for a late night program.
No, again, you're not an actor in the show. You're living in that world as if it's real.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I think it would-
You mean I'm not even going to be on the show? I'm just going to be there?
Yeah, it's in
That's
other
a
words,
dumb question, then.
It's as if that world were a real world and you get to enter it. And
Oh, I'd have to go Muppet Show, man.
Really?
That's so insane and weird and fun. Yes.
You'd be sitting a row over from the two guys at the theater.
Oh, yeah.
my gosh. Listen to them heckle and stuff.
Yes. Statler and Waldorf.
yeah. And by the way, this does not include anything on HBO or cable. Just to we're to get letters.
Oh.
You know,
Oh, I'm humping me a Muppet. Do you think that excludes sex?
No.
Well,
Miss
you mean
Piggy,
like Game
sorry,
of Thrones or something
yeah,
like that?
yeah, that
No.
doesn't count.
Why does that not count?
Because those are so phony.
But that's the whole point of this exercise. You want to enter the world.
That is not
Game of
real.
Thrones. Come on.
I feel like if I were in Game of Thrones, all the women would just be like, "Why aren't you so hot? You should be hot and strong. What's wrong with you? You don't fit in here at all."
You know, and all those recreations of those times, they never have the real teeth. That's always the thing that bugs me. Back in those days, the reason nobody's smiling in their pictures is nobody had any teeth left.
You know, because of you, there's a show now called Yellowstone that everyone's watching.
Yeah, I love
and
it.
I just started, and the first thing I said on like the first or second episode was there are a couple of characters on that show who have bad teeth, and you don't see that anymore.
Finally.
Yeah, they're real teeth. They're not straight. They're not bright white.
And wives were 13 and 14. And,
Well, they don't have that. It's set in
that's
Montana.
because they're modern show. If you want, that's
Modern
contemporary.
show.
Oh, sorry.
Yes.
I just meant if those old West shows. And what I always love about those old Westerns is those guys ride off into the sunset with a small canteen and a blanket rolled up. Good luck. Good luck in the desert tonight. Okay, so be thinking about that. I'd like to know your thoughts.
I'm over it. Yeah, no, it's
Yeah, it was a great conversation.
a
Thank
marijuana
you.
exercise that is faded with my
Yeah.
eye.
I didn't know you smoked pot.
one TV
Yeah, man. If a TV show was in the tip of your finger.
I'll tell my 7-year-old who brought it up. Maybe she should lay off the cannabis.
Maybe she should.
Well, what show did she pick?
Yes.
Oh God.
Like 1, 2, 3 stop
I
sign or
forget
something.
The Mermaid Show?
No,
What's that
the
one?
Paw Patrol?
Babysitters Club or something.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they have adventures and they're friends.
Is there gunplay in the Babysitter Club? That one. Babysitters Club Extreme. That's what I'd watch.
So move on. Coming up, do you want to give me the sports teaser?
Like I told you, the COVID, you think you're fast? Well, the COVID caught somebody who's very, very fast, 27 miles per hour. We'll talk about
Okay, very
him.
good.
We had a no-no in the world of Major League Baseball, as it is. Yesterday, we'll talk. A made guy pitched a perfect game.
Okay,
or not a
good.
perfect
We'll find out
game, but a
about that.
no-hitter. He missed a perfect game by a walk, Tom. How would you like to have that?
Man, that sucks.
What a bummer.
Well, it's still a perfect game, and I can't believe you're skipping the biggest story.
NBA, and yes, in headlines this morning, he's back, ladies and gentlemen. Gardner Minshew.
No.
Come on. I knew you'd be excited.
Somebody tell Dean to tune his bass. Gardner Minshew's back.
Shit, it looks like you picked the wrong day to quit or to fake being sick.
I know. I should have faked yesterday or today. Now, what am I?
It was such a good joke.
What am I doing?
It's a shame you hits-watered it.
I know. I slipped into Lloyd Bridges for a second. I
picked a long day
to quit horse tranquilizer.
Don't stumble till you get to the punchline.
You know,
there's a guy named Chick McGee. He brought something to my attention about, I don't know, 5 years ago.
I sure did.
It's called Simply Safe Home Security. It's the best home security system, and it's also, well, don't believe me. How about U.S. News and World Report? Chick McGee, you set it up yourself, and how many drill holes did you need?
None. It is the do-it-yourself home security system with sticky tape and wireless magnetic technology. It's got an arsenal of sensors and cameras, glass breaks. You put them on your doors and windows. Professional monitoring keeps watch day and night, ready to send police, fire, or medical professionals if there's an emergency. And, of course, you can set it up yourself. It says here under an hour, but I say under a half hour. Peel and stick the sensors where you need them. No technician will call you.
Now, I got to tell you, it doesn't come with a beret. I mentioned that because Chick McGee set up a 7-camera shoot at his place. And he's got a director's chair at his house, so it just grabs his phone. He can look
we're shooting this day for night.
Okay.
And we're going
nice reference.
You
Nice
also have to set up a switching room for everything. But other than that, you're on your way.
It's simply safe, and if you got that camera and the doorbell, the whole thing.
That's exactly right. And all this starts at just $15 a month for the do-it-yourself home security system. Simply Safe. Try it today at simplysafe.com, simplysafetom.com for that special deal. You get free shipping and a 60-day risk-free trial. There's nothing to lose. That's simplysafetom.com, but of course only for Bob and Tom Show listeners.
Yeah, and you deserve to keep your stuff.
Grab it
safe. Coming up, by the way, Mr. Pat Godwin will be entertaining us with his musical tribute to Pumpkin Spice.
Oh, yeah, it's back.
So, by the way, Monday.
Seems early.
Yeah, it does.
It's a lot realer. Honest to God, you can get in your car and go check this. Walked into Kroger. See that right by the main entrance? The pumpkins.
Oh, sure.
Oh, wow.
Isn't it a little early?
I would think.
Yeah.
But we tend to do that now.
Yeah,
Earlier and earlier.
I mean,
and earlier.
how soon are we going to have the Christmas stuff up?
Although it's 2 weeks.
I can show you a place.
Yeah.
You're kidding.
No, I'm not.
Well, I don't know.
Oh, and it's National Dog Day, and happy birthday to my puppy Monkey.
Oh, my goodness. On National Dog Day.
On
No,
National
now, you
Dog
can't
Day.
cheat her out of a gift. You got to give her 2 gifts.
That's
I'm
right.
sorry, I already did.
Oh, my white golden retriever apparently starting some kind of labor movement this morning. There is a strike with my dog at my house. We'll find out about that coming up. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hello, this is comedian John Evans. Padoom, 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 and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, Mark Allison here with you on a Wednesday, hump day, everybody, August 26, 2020. Thanks so much for joining us this morning. Our resident geek, Jessica Alsman, and comedian relationship expert, Allie Breen, will be zooming in this morning on a Wednesday right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. Thanks so much for joining us. We look forward to having a great morning, and we're glad you're along with us right here for the Bob and Tom Show on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union Entertainment News Desk. A preliminary investigation has found that singer Justin Townes Earl, son of Steve Earle, died of a probable drug overdose, according to police in Nashville. Officers did a welfare check Sunday after a friend reported nobody had heard from Earl since Thursday. Police found Earl dead at his home at the age of 38. There was no sign of struggle or foul play. Autopsy results are pending. Maybe what the world needs now is a book about rock and roll and fishing. That's where Iron Maiden guitarist Adrian Smith comes in. He's written a book called Monsters of River and Rock. He said in a statement he could have written a book just about fishing, but thought to make it different, he would include some music stories. Monsters of River and Rock comes out on November 3rd. And the Country Music Hall of Fame and Museum in Nashville is reopening September 10th. The museum has been closed since March 13th due to the pandemic. All exhibits that were running before the closure have been extended, but the Taylor Swift Education Center will stay closed. Visitors will be encouraged to wear masks and practice social distancing. The museum will intensify its cleaning procedures, especially for high-touched areas. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch is launching a powdered seasoning.
Yes! My letters have been answered.
I'm going to put you as my emergency contact just in case I ever get into a place where I'm snorting cinnamon dust on a dresser somewhere.
No, I would not be the correct person.
So this comes in like a little jar.
I would assume just like
or a shaker or whatever.
Yeah, like cinnamon comes
So you
in.
could
It comes in a little bag about the size of a quarter.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, this is Bob. And this is Tom. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
24/7. Voices in my head told me that I love you. Voices in my head said you love me too. Yes, they do. You know they're always right. So I'm listening tonight to the voices in my head. Yeah, the voices in my head said we'll always be together. So I got your name tattooed in flaming red on my forehead. They come in crystal clear, but my doctor, he can't hear the voices in my head. Yeah, the voices in my head said to stop my medication. The voices in my head said to jump the wall and run and buy a gun. You know they're always right, so I won't put up a fight with the voices in my head. I see you on TV, and the voices are telling me that you want me and you need me, and your boyfriend should be dead and gone. The voices in my head said to break in your apartment and hide under the bed, 'cause your love was just a lie. You too must die. So tonight I'll stalk. Tomorrow I'm insane, so my lawyer says I'll walk. 'Cause I got voices in my head. Got voices in my head. Got voices in my head.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Joining us in the studio, comedian Ed Yeager.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Ed. How are you?
Good.
Good to see you again.
I'm glad football season's almost here. I love football.
I do too.
I was in a hotel room, and I was watching a football game, and I opened the drawer, I pull out the Bible, I turned to John 3.
22 Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Thank you, legendary voice of Ace Cosby, and preferred voice of Ace Cosby.
Do I get money for this?
Yeah, you get an extra bonus, of course.
Wait a minute.
You get Christy's change jar, which at last
Change
count
drawer,
was
actually.
over several $100.
Yeah.
A quick forecast. It's a hot one, right?
Q95, Fox 59 weather, brought to you by the CarX Man. Sunny, hot, look for a high of 92. Good day for my air conditioner to go out, huh? Becoming cloudy overnight, maybe a chance for a shower, low 75. Scattered thunderstorms in 90 tomorrow. It's 73 currently.
Okay, the heat is on, and the cash could be coming on today. It's unbelievable, isn't it? Be listening for your shot at $1,000 and a handkerchief coming your way.
Turn my mic off.
Boogers flying. Thanks, COVID. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Happy to be here. Let's see now. Josh Arnold's right over there.
Hi.
Looking good. I like the new haircut, Josh.
Oh, thank you.
It's growing in. It looks good.
Cut his hair for how long?
Month?
Yeah. It's got that
But behind the scenes, you should have heard the conversation we were subjected to here in the studio.
That's Chick McGee.
no.
He's back. Ace Cosby's over there. Christy Lee's over there. Willie Griswold's back in that other room. And then Pat's being delivered via CCTV.
Is that why you guys all left the studio?
Pretty much, yeah.
I looked at Chick and said, "You want to go to Bob Evans?"
Yeah.
It was an unacceptable conversation
What do you mean? What was it about?
It was insane.
about you getting a drink in the bag.
In a bag?
Yes.
Back, in the
he
back.
went back and he said, "Did you know that's what did you say?
He
It's
said
free."
He said, "You know, the vending machine is free back there."
No, it's a refrigerator.
And Ace goes, "No, it's a refrigerator."
And how long's it been a refrigerator, Ace?
Over 2 years.
Over 2 years.
Over 2 years. And Tom goes, "No,
Yeah.
it's a vending machine. It has buttons."
You know what your brain's doing right now? That's what our brain
And Ace
is doing.
goes, "It doesn't have buttons. It's a fridge."
So Tom and I were having that
You want,
discussion.
there's a sign on it that says, help yourself.
There's a regular refrigerator.
Yeah.
And there's this thing with
Listen to this. He's still going.
And there's you've seen that thing with the glass door?
I haven't been back there.
I thought it was a refrigerator. I thought it was a vending machine. You can just open it up and take whatever you want.
What's in there?
Is it any
It's
wonder I
just
have to take a
beverages.
mental health day
Pellegrino?
about
Yeah, there's all kinds of delicious. There's like soft drinks.
There
and-
used to be, when the building was staffed, it had beer in there. And
What?
things like that. Yeah.
That's I always thought it was a vending machine.
I did too.
Hey, that's,
So when
It
Ace
just has
said,
a clear door that you
Yeah.
can see all the drinks.
yeah. So
Okay.
I thought it was one of those ones you.
You know, they have refrigerators. You can tap them twice, and it lights up, and you can look inside.
no idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Who knew?
So you thought it was a vending machine, a free vending machine?
So I thought, oh, well, this is nice. Since there's no one allowed in the building,
I'm going to go back there and get his 50 cents that fell on the floor.
50 cents. He threw it at him. $2. I had no idea.
I've said
funny.
it before. I'll say it again. You are the stupidest Ivy League man I've ever known in my life.
I had no idea.
Cool. It had your drink in it. huh?
Bottled water. There's a soda water.
Columbia.
Chick, the way I say it is he's the most intelligent dumbass there is.
Well, I consider that an honor. Do I? I think I've received several awards because of that.
But it was so genuine. He was so excited. Hey, everything's free in the vending machine. It's like, oh boy, Armageddon.
I had no idea. But see, no one's allowed in the building, so it's
Right.
pretty heavily stocked. I wonder how long that stuff's been in there. Once again, we're working in a ghost building, by the way, which is kind of cool. The only people in here are
Us.
our staff, and everybody else is not allowed in the building all day long. So I know I keep track, and I try to use every toilet.
Alexander
I don't know about you guys.
Alexander
Ace
Hamilton went to Columbia.
King's
was
College.
King's College then. But,
J.D. Salinger,
okay, well, that's very nice.
Jack Kerouac, and here you are.
So the question, Ace, is do you do what I do and use every toilet just for fun? Keep track.
I know somebody was in the ladies' room this morning.
Who's that? Oh, Pat?
Pat?
What?
Oh, are we going to talk about that again? How for some reason he turns the water on a la Ruth Kennedy?
Private
and he
stuff
has
is
to-
done in the ladies' room.
I think the most important thing to take away from this is Ace is a rat.
Really? Jeez.
He immediately gave him up.
Wow. I'm in the back. I'm supposed to be by myself, and I hear a
Just leave
door
it
open.
alone,
I'm like,
Ace. Leave it alone. Listen.
okay.
Just leave it alone.
One of those days.
Well, I know where you're coming from because Tom insists that the men's room door
Right.
is propped open.
Thank you.
If
Yeah.
you have to do something else.
So you went number 2 in the ladies'
I
room.
know. I shaved my legs.
Oh, my God.
Oh, that's what ladies do.
Come on, Pat.
That's for the ladies' room.
Why didn't you use the ladies' room right across from you?
I'm going to go in the hall if you keep.
What?
You know,
There
Pat,
is literally a bathroom across the hall from
Pat,
you.
It's
again,
open.
this
The
building
ladies'
this is a
room.
giant building. There's no one in here. You can go to the
Jesus.
back, and there's like 4 different bathrooms back there that nobody ever uses.
I never go in the back.
Oh, well, you should. Well, I'm glad you came back this morning. You showed me the free vending machine.
We were like,
I had no
like
idea.
2001
It's a
space.
fridge.
All this time, it looks like a vending machine, Ace. It's configured with.
You know, I just realized that we have to be subjected to his conversation. He and Pat just go back and forth about the free vending machine. No one's corrected.
It was like 2001 Space Odyssey. We were looking at it like the two monkeys. It's free. He goes, it's free.
Who was the first one to touch the monolith?
I was.
Yeah, get a little higher
No,
knowledge.
Pat opens it. What do you mean the door opens?
Yeah, Tom goes, what's that? I said, it's a free. It's
Had
free.
no
vending
idea.
machine.
Okay, let's move. move on. Now, once again, we were talking
How'd they
about
train those monkeys for 2001?
I don't know, man. I think they were
We were
actors.
talking about this. If you could enter a television show and live there,
Oh, yeah.
what show would it be?
I'm sticking with the Muppet Show. What a world. You get to
That
put on a
is a
show,
Yeah.
things go wrong, you're with a wacky cast.
But again, it's kind of one step away from reality. You're saying, okay, if the Andy Griffith Show was a real place and you could just be there and live there for a week or whatever show you want.
I don't think I like anybody on the Andy Griffith Show. You want to hang out with those weird misfits?
Oh yeah, you don't want to hang with Barney?
Isn't that something? I don't consider the Muppets weird misfits, but I consider, what does that say about me?
Didn't Barney have like irritable bowel syndrome or something? I mean, he's just like a nervous, spastic little guy. I mean,
He was great.
he'd be tough to be around all the
You know, some of the folks listening say they'd like to live in the world of 2.5 Men, The Walking Dead.
Good Lord. No way. It's one of the last I'd choose.
Yeah, the Baywatch.
I get that.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, Desperate Housewives.
Ugh.
No.
No.
They weren't very good people, were they?
Knight Rider.
They're on Wisteria Lane. That's right.
You're a Desperate Housewives-ophile?
You loved Eva Longoria. Admit it.
Oh, who didn't? Yeah, and I think that there was somebody else.
I never watched a second of that show.
Of course you didn't.
I watched like 6
It was popular.
episodes.
Terry Hatcher.
Terry Hatcher,
Yeah, they're all
And
attractive.
the Baby Ruth
Redhead.
Baron. The Baby Ruth Baron was the voiceover lady. Yeah.
Okay, now we have a lot to get to here, including some stuff in the world of sports.
Oh, thanks.
Once again, with Chick McGee.
I'm the afterthought. That's the way I felt. Just
Well, there's a lot to get to, and when we can get sports out of the way. And
we got a no-hitter. Lucas Giolito. I'm sorry. Lucas Giolito.
Oh, man, you're going to get whacked.
I know it. He pitched the first no-no of the pandemic-delayed Major League Baseball season, struck out 13.
No.
Just one. Ooh. White Sox blanked the Pirates for the Buccos, the Buccaneers, Tom. Pirates.
Did you see any of the video of the no-hitter, and then you get a bunch of adult grown men jumping up and down in this weird scrum?
Yeah, that's been big for a few years. They all huddle up and then just jump up and down as one.
It's so odd.
Why?
But how cool.
It's
What do you mean,
men.
why?
It's sportsmanship.
It's men celebrating sports.
Yes.
But it's something that they didn't used to do.
Right. It's relatively
you
new in the world
Ted
of baseball.
Williams getting a grand slam and everybody making this scrum and going up and down and up and down and up and down. I'm not being critical of it. It's just a thing now. Although in today's world, probably not a great idea.
Well, the MLB's all in a bubble. They're
in the bubble.
No, they're
wait a minute.
Okay. So anyway, he had a no-mo.
No.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No.
I have to say no.
Clippers take a 3-2 lead in their first round series, set a franchise record, 154 to 111 over the Mavericks. Good Lord.
Defense.
Oh, they take a quarter off?
Nuggets avoid elimination 117-107 over the Jazz in the playoffs in the NBA bubble. Hockey, Tampa Bay in overtime beating Boston, Vancouver beating Vegas.
You know, I'm going to go ahead and say Tampa Bay wins the whole thing.
I thought you were a Knights guy, Vegas Knights guy.
Well, the other day I said, I've been saying Tampa Bay, but it might be the Knights. I'm going to say either Tampa Bay or the Knights in the whole thing.
That's big of you.
Okay, Tampa Bay or the Knights, or maybe Boston.
All right, Boston could do it too.
I have a question.
Yeah.
I have a sports question.
Well, you come to the right guy.
Say last February you could place a bet on college football.
Yeah.
Do they give you your money back if your team doesn't play? It's like if you picked
Well, I'm guessing
Ohio
they
State
do.
to be number 2. And
Right.
How does
I'm guessing
that
they do. I don't
Probably
think
depends on your bookie.
I meant if you
of course.
went to Vegas. And,
Right.
you probably get something like, no, you want that to carry over, don't you? Something like that.
The good thing is there's any number of comedians we could talk to about this.
Oh,
Yeah, we know a lot of people we can get some
Kevin
clarity on
Bozeman
this.
could talk about this for a while. We could talk to a few of our pals.
Kevin Bozeman
is
surrounded by pieces of paper doing his NBA odds. I don't
Yeah.
think anyone bets more on the NBA than he does. Of course, it's all legal on the up and up.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Earl Thomas, formerly of the Seahawks, and then the Ravens. He just got cut. He has a whole other set of problems to deal with. His wife Nina Thomas gets set for her day in court for domestic violence. You remember she pulled a gun on Earl Thomas, her husband, during a threesome he was having with another woman and his brother Seth. You remember
That's
this.
right. Man, oh, man.
Cops arrived. They say, we observed that a black female wearing an orange sweater with a knife in her hand, later identified as his wife, Nina, was chasing a shirtless black male, Earl, with a pistol in his hand around a car.
Well, now she doesn't understand how this works. This is like rock, paper, scissors. I got news for you, lady. Gun beats knife pretty much every time.
Cops
Back to you.
They were ordered, both Nina and Earl, to the ground. They complied without incident. That's when the investigation got weird. According to court documents, Nina used Earl's Snapchat account to track his location. She discovered Earl and his brother Seth naked in bed with other women. She pulled out a 9mm Beretta, oh, nice gun, and put it to Earl's head in an effort to try to scare him, she said.
Well, that'll do it.
Yeah.
She took out the
Although,
magazine.
the question, did he finish?
Honey, I'll be right with you.
And
I'm frightened, but I got.
If there are
You don't think if somebody put a never?
If there's
That's got to be a boner killer.
He's a guy.
If there's any women or men out there who are this passionately in love, want to scare somebody with a gun, keep this in mind. She said she took the magazine out of the gun, assuming the gun wouldn't fire. But yeah, you guessed it. There was a round in the chamber.
Oh.
How often do we hear that?
A lot.
A lot. Nina was charged for burglary of a residence with intent to commit aggravated assault with a deadly weapon.
Burglary?
And family violence.
What'd she steal? His mojo?
No, I think breaking in. Next court date next week, September 3rd. So we'll keep an eye on that for you.
You've got to be kind of jealous of these guys, because I never do anything with my brother anymore. They're just having fun all night long.
Right.
That's interesting. Now, would you have a three-way with one of your brothers?
I mean, if they'd call me, I would.
No, wait a second. Sam's bringing you pizzas and
he lives next door. The
next door to
opportunity's
you.
right there.
You keep complaining because he keeps bringing over food.
That three-way's waiting to happen.
Yeah.
The problem is, though, if Sam goes over to Willie's house, Sam masks up, doesn't get within 26 feet of him.
No, I'm just joking. Yeah, he drops me stuff off all the time. I talk to him plenty.
But he doesn't let you in his house, right?
Of course not. No. Why would he let me?
I'm serious about this. Sam is more paranoid than I am about COVID. He's like,
I don't blame him.
Gloves up.
I had it yesterday. I barely made it.
We had the one day?
Yeah, I had the one day COVID.
The 24-hour COVID? Yeah.
It was awful.
They call it COVID-19 because it takes 19 hours to get out of your system. That's why they call it
your
that.
feet. Other sports.
They just give you the little mini ventilator.
Husband.
I don't know why we're laughing.
Yeah.
Husband and wife in Ecuador become the world's oldest married couple.
Oh.
You didn't even give us the intro for the world record.
That's okay.
Oh.
No, it's not okay. We have standards on this show. It may be hard to see, but sorry.
110-year-old Julio Cesar Mora Tapia. How many?
Boy, if he doesn't own poppy fields.
I'm sorry, what country are we? What country are we in?
Here somewhere.
What country are we in?
Ecuador. 104-year-old Ramina Malcovia.
Okay, we get the idea.
Yeah. They've been married for 79 years, earning them the record title with an aggregate age of 214 years, 358 days.
Wow.
Wait a minute.
So they're also the oldest?
Isn't that 215 years, 2 days? How many days in a year?
365.
65.
So they're a week away. They couldn't wait to release the story?
Just 215, right?
Well, maybe they won't make it.
Hey, look, you.
Do we have that sound of the clock ticking?
Yeah.
Sorry. They were married on February 7th, 1941 at the oldest church in Ecuador. They have a family of 5 children who are also old people.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah.
How old's this guy?
Area's old man, the son, also old man. 11 grandchildren, 21 great-grandchildren, 19 great-great-grandchildren.
How old is he?
The man is 110 years old and the woman's 104 years old.
Jeez.
I forgot that was a legit Onion headline.
Yeah.
Area old man, son, also old man.
The couple said the secret formula to a long and happy marriage is eventually losing your hearing. No. It's love, maturity, and mutual respect.
My grandparents were married 76 years, and I asked my grandma.
Wow.
She said patience was the key.
Is that right?
Yep. She pooped herself and we had to wheel her out. But it was still, a nice moment that we had. I'll never forget it.
Hallmark. Sweet lady. Sweet lady. She was.
More sports coming up. And how fast can Usain Bolt run?
I don't know how fast.
Not fast enough.
Not fast enough.
Really? What was chasing him?
COVID, baby. COVID.
Cannot run a sneeze, huh?
No. Well, what a sad statistic for those old folks. I mean, I guess it's kind of happy, but...
What do you mean?
Well...
Why is it sad?
Because we get this story about every 3 weeks.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of turnover.
Yeah,
I guarantee you,
you don't want to write this one in ink.
One of them, if not both, has no idea they're still married. Okay? I'm sorry, but that's probably true. What?
There's no idea that they're still breathing.
You can't tell a vending machine from a refrigerator. What are you going to be like when you're 110?
It looks just like a vending machine. It's got logos and stuff on it.
Chick, we got to go back and look at it.
I want to go look at it, too.
Put it up on my
logos and stuff.
I'll put a mask on and go back there.
Do a road trip. Video the whole thing. You'll see. It looks just like I thought it was. I thought it was a vending machine for 2 years now. I had no idea. Everything in there is free. I'm going to loot that thing.
There's a sign on it,
I want to remind you that we were talking about this. There was an article Monday about the headline was Americans tired of their own cooking.
Yeah.
And I think we can all agree right now, especially with outdoor dining perhaps becoming a thing of the past soon in some parts of this great country of ours. Perhaps you want to check into Hellofresh. Hellofresh has answered the call by having the best deal they've ever had. Hellofresh is the #1 meal kit in America. The way it works is the box arrives at your house, and they've done all the shopping for you. Inside, chef-curated recipes, and you tell them what you're interested in. If you want surf and turf or craft burgers, or if you're a vegetarian, or maybe you want low-cal stuff, maybe you want comfort food, and who doesn't right now? And then they've done the measuring, and you just put it together. They've got cards, so even if you've never cooked before, you can become a great chef. And I'm not kidding. The food is absolutely terrific. Christy and I are both big fans. What did you make the other night? You were just telling me.
I can't say the name of that pasta ever.
What was
Willie
it called,
knows.
Capavetti, I think.
Capavetti with chicken sausage and spice.
You'll join the Clean Plate Club because your cooking's never been this good. Plus, you're not wasting a lot of food because it's pre-portioned. They've done the hard work by going out and shopping for you, and they call it HelloFresh because it is fresh indeed. So you can get started with America's #1 meal kit. Here's what you do. You go to HelloFresh.com. Please use the code BT Show. That helps us. It helps you. It helps them. BT Show is the code HelloFresh. Why should you do that? Well, you save $80. How about that? And then free shipping on your first box. So they really want you to try this because they know you're going to like it. I can guarantee you'll love it. Promo code BT Show, HelloFresh.com. And one of my favorite things, they've got cards so you can see, okay, this goes here, this is this. Oh, I see, that's that. It's all done with great photographs, simple recipes, but the food is great because they've got all the spices in little packets. $80 off. Are you kidding me? HelloFresh.com. Free shipping in that first box. HelloFresh.com. Promo code BT Show. Coming right back with lots of super cool stuff in the news and an update. Spicy chicken McNuggets coming. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Become a Bob and Tom VIP and get your Bob and Tom fix 24/7. Get all the info in the VIP area at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show. don't say we didn't warn you.
I'm warning you, don't do that.
There's laughter ahead.
I should be having a better time if this is a party.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Rolling through a Wednesday morning. Good morning. I'm Mark Allison. Our resident geek, Jessica Alsman's going to be zooming in this morning, and we'll also catch up with comedian, relationship expert Allie Breen. She has been traveling the country. I believe she was with her parents somewhere in Atlanta or perhaps Cape Cod. I lose track. But she may be back in New York City. We'll find out where Allie Breen zooming in from later this morning. And she'll have relationship questions that you have sent her. We could be talking about your relationship later this morning right here on Bob and Tom 24/7.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. Lucas Giolito pitched the first no-hitter of the pandemic-delayed Major League season, striking out 13 and permitting just one runner in a walk and leading the White Sox over the Pirates 4-0. Other winners yesterday in interleague action: Detroit, Kansas City, and Seattle. American League winners: Houston, Tampa Bay, Cleveland, Boston, the Angels, and Oakland. And the National League winners: Miami, Philly, Milwaukee, Miami, Colorado, and San Francisco. Hockey playoff winners yesterday: Tampa Bay in overtime beating Boston 4-3, and Vancouver beat Vegas. And from the NBA, the Clippers took a 3-2 lead in their first-round series by setting a franchise record for points in a playoff game, 154-111 over the Dallas Mavericks. And Jamal Murray scored 33 of his 42 while playing every minute of the second half to help the Nuggets avoid elimination, a 117-107 win over the Utah Jazz in Game 5. And Jamaica's Minister of Health says legendary sprinter Usain Bolt has tested positive for the coronavirus. Bolt said he's trying to be responsible and will stay indoors and self-quarantine. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
What if someone in the audience shouts out a request?
I'll fight him.
More corn. You got to fight them, yeah. I get this a lot now. I get requests.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, just in the first couple minutes of my set, people will start yelling out, "Closer!" We want to hear the closer. I'm like, oh, man, they must love that part.
Yeah, Flute Man Greg. Bring on Warren.
I don't have a bit called Get Off the Stage.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
He went away and you ran to town and started doing things that just weren't right. That's when you told me that you were thinking of going Mennonite. Our son's back and you're gonna be in trouble.
Hey, their person's back.
You shaved off your beard, now all you got is stubble.
Hey, their person's back.
He's only been gone for a week or two.
Hey, their person's back.
Jacked up your buggy and painted it bright blue.
Hey, their person's back. Yeah, he knows what you've been up to. You let those English boys corrupt you.
You've been running around and having lots of fun.
Hey, their person's back.
Person's back and it's you they're gonna shun.
Hey, their person's back.
Wouldn't let us use your house for the prayer meeting.
Hey, their person's back.
'Cause you were installing central air and heating.
Hey, their person's back. Yeah, he knows about your cable and your TV in your stable.
What made you think you could get a baby dad? You want a sequin jacket and a rhinestone hat.
You will burn.
If I was you, I'd be praying for salvation.
Hey, their person's back.
Instead of flying to Hawaii for vacation.
Hey, their person's back.
Thought you could live just like they do in town.
Yo.
If you keep up this lifestyle, Dr. Parsons back, he's gonna be your judge and jury.
Hey, Dr. Parsons back.
If I was you, I'd grow a beard back in a hurry.
Hey, Dr. Parsons back. Dr. Parsons back.
647 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show. Hi there.
Christy Lee's got a quick forecast.
Q95, Fox 59 weather brought to you by CarX. Sunny, hot, look for a high of 94. Scattered thunderstorms tomorrow, high 90 at 73.
Thank you very much. Be listening for your shot at some serious cash coming up in the form of a $1,000 jolt to your income. That'd be kind of nice and kind of cool. So pay close attention. Also, I got some info on the Bob and Tom golf outing at Top Golf coming up. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Celebrating his big team. Of course, it's our engineer Ace Cosby with the 2020 Las Vegas Raiders cap. Very nice, Ace. And let's hope the NFL gets on the field pretty soon. Do we know which teams aren't going to have fans? Vegas, both New York teams.
It's going to
Philly.
They announced yesterday Miami's going to have like 13,000.
Is that right? I was just going to say, I haven't heard of anyone announcing their fans could come. But
In Kansas City?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll see. Now.
Dallas and Dickhead. Double J.
And let's once again point out that this is a Chick McGee editorial.
That's right.
Okay, there's Josh Arnold over there at the IHateStevensinger.com sidekick desk.
Hello.
Christy Lee in the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom. I'm Tom Batts. Pat Godwin being delivered via closed circuit television. Hi, Pat.
Hi.
Working on some new songs, and we promised because pumpkin spice apparently back at the Starbucks.
Yeah.
And Pat has a tribute to pumpkin spice. But before we get to that,
We all took a trip.
you guys went back to the other building.
Yep.
It's up on Twitter now.
See
the
free vending machine?
the canteen back there.
Yeah.
Are you familiar, and I don't know who's going to get this, but if you understand my reference and have seen this, it reminded me of the Langoliers back there.
There are 25 people going, okay, I've got these weird lights.
There's this Stephen King book where it's possible to get caught in between time, and these people are on an airplane and they all go to sleep, but some disappear and some don't. And anyway, it's like the zombies back there.
Oh, yeah.
It's crazy.
So
It's creepy.
moved in.
This is a very big building, and essentially no one. It's like a ghost ship. No one's allowed in here.
We should go to the very back. At the old studio.
Well,
Lord.
So Chick and Christy looked at this refrigerator.
And I thought it was a vending machine for the last 2 years.
Yeah.
I will admit it is between two other vending machines.
That's true.
I would have thought it was a vending machine.
Yeah, I did.
Christy and Chick said
It's got a glass door. It's between two vending machines.
And it has a handle.
No, Tom. There's a refrigerator, big white, normal refrigerator.
Right.
Then that thing, and then an actual vending.
No, that's not true.
It's actually
There's a Pepsi
that may have been the
machine.
case, but now it's between two vending machines.
There's a refrigerator. I'm looking at the picture, and a Pepsi machine, then the refrigerator that Tom's talking about, and then the snack vending machine. So it's right in between.
I don't ever use the vending machine.
Sure. So I assumed
I just assumed it was another vending machine.
And I think it was purposefully put between two vending machines so people wouldn't overuse them. So people would think that it was a vending machine.
It's working.
We can't overlook the fact there's a sign on the front of it that says "Help yourself."
Yes.
I think I go up and read signs on vending machines. I'm that bored.
Apparently not.
I have things to do.
It's got fancy blue lights on it like a vending machine would.
Yeah, there's some evil thing at work with those blue lights. It made my head hurt. I don't know what's going on with those.
Chick, why would they read signs? They always say unimportant things like stop or one way.
That's right. Or danger or radioactive material.
You don't need to read signs.
There's also a huge refrigerator back there that I didn't know about.
Okay, well, that you should have seen, but
it's gigantic because I bought myself a refrigerator.
And crammed it into your tiny
Put it in my
little
office because I didn't want to use the one you guys are using because you're all COVID carriers.
Christy and I walked around Tom's office and touched stuff.
Oh, yeah. Licked his keyboard.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
We were going to hide your iced tea, but I thought,
I licked the top of your iced tea container. Oh, man.
Also, I have to drop off a stool sample later, so I left a little bag in there. Don't worry about it.
That's cool, right?
It's in the
Hey, remember, I had the
refrigerator.
COVID yesterday, so.
Okay. Now, speaking of having the COVID, we got that coming up. But first, as I mentioned, I was going into Kroger. I couldn't believe the pumpkins are already out there. This is something about our culture I don't understand. We don't give anything its due.
And Starbucks already has pumpkin spice lattes.
Pat, I know that you've written a tribute to the pumpkin spice.
July's got the sunshine, April has the showers, January's got the snow, and May brings all the flowers. November's got the turkey, December's got Christ. But I
kind of a different. Kind of takes a serious turn there.
You know, this must be a true piece of art. I never noticed that line before.
Oh, yeah, you get
got the Christ.
December's got Christ, yeah. But October's got that pumpkin spice.
October.
Yeah, it's August. Pumpkin spice, yeah. A little in my latte would sure be nice, but keep it out of my shampoo and my chicken fried rice. Yeah, go easy on the pumpkin spice. I like it in a candle, or don't mind it in my tea. I love it in my hooch, even though it's bad for me. Going out of my gourd, headed to the Betty Ford, 'cause I'm drinking vodka with that pumpkin spice. I'm addicted to this stuff, yeah. Pumpkin spice, yeah. Well, a sprinkle on my cookie would sure be nice, but don't put it in your douche. Can I give you some advice? No one wants cooch that smells like pumpkin spice.
Speak for yourself.
Hey, pumpkin spice, yeah. Keep it out of your Cheetos and my pizza slice. Clam!
Now we got to do it again in an hour.
Ah, man.
Oh, your freaks who want a blumpkin? Oh, try it with a splash of pumpkin. Get sleazy with that pumpkin spice. Oh, the caves they got spelunking. James Brownie put the funk in, but October's got that pumpkin spice.
All right. So nice.
And it's good to know we learned a lot about. I know Josh is a thorough and generous lover, and apparently he's also Peter Pumpkin. Coming up in sports, Usain Bolt is fast, but
not fast
enough. We'll find out what that means next. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete copy of the Bob and Tom Show contest rules, go to bobandtom.com/contest-rules, or just scroll down to the bottom of the page and see contest rules. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom.
If you irradiate poop, it will be sterile, but it's still poop.
You can pick your morning radio show, but you can't wipe Bob and Tom on the couch.
Hey, everybody, if you missed today's show or you'd like to hear it again, we'll replay the show for you all day. Beginning at 1 p.m. Eastern, Christopher steps in for our Bob and Tom all-day replay. Starting at 1 p.m. Eastern, that's 10 a.m. Pacific, we'll replay today's show back-to-back and then again back-to-back right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up. Stay tuned.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union News Desk. The second day of the Republican National Convention took a decidedly different, more positive tone, with an emphasis on Americans who say they have benefited from President Donald Trump's policies. Trump sought to leverage the full weight of the presidency behind his reflection effort, blending official acts and campaigning. The convention aired a video featuring Trump signing a pardon for John Ponder, an ex-con who now runs an acclaimed prison reentry program. He later presided over a naturalization ceremony for new Americans. The use of the White House as a backdrop continued with First Lady Melania, who capped off the evening with a speech from the newly renovated Rose Garden. More than 500,000 people have been ordered to evacuate the Texas and Louisiana coasts ahead of Hurricane Laura. It's the largest U.S. evacuation of the pandemic. Forecasters expect Laura to grow to a major Category 3 hurricane over the warm waters of the Gulf of Mexico before hitting the U.S. coastline late tonight or early Thursday. And in light of the coronavirus pandemic, Kentucky Fried Chicken has suspended the use of its finger-licking good slogan after 64 years. The company announced yesterday that tagline is the most inappropriate slogan for 2020. The pause will just be for a little while, they say, and the slogan will be back when the time is right. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
They say 3% of the people use 5 to 6% of their brain. 97% use just 3% and the rest goes down the drain. I will never know which one I am, but I'll bet you my last dime. 99% think we're 3% 100% of the time.
Gotta write that down.
They say 72% of all statistics are made up right there on the spot. 84.4% of people believe them, whether they're accurate statistics or not. Now, I will never know what you believe, but I do know there's no doubt I need another double shot of something 90 proof. This is too much to think about. It's too much to think about, too much to figure out. Stuck between hope and doubt with too much to think about. They say 92% of everything you learned in high school was bullcrap that you will never need. 82% of everything you got, you bought just to satisfy your greed. Because 94% of the entire population links possessions to success, even though 80% of the wealthiest 1% of the population drinks to an alarming extent. It's too much to think about, too much to figure out. Stuck between hope and doubt, I've got too much to think about. 82% of all statisticians truly hate their freaking jobs. The average bank robber lives within, say, about 20 miles of the bank he robs. There's this little bank not far from here I've had my eyes on now for a while. Lately, all I can think about is going out in style. Yeah! It's too much to think about, too much to figure out. Stuck between hope and doubt. It's too much to think about.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Comedian Diana Jordan is here with us. Now, can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Since you've been here last, have you had any augmentation of any kind?
No.
Okay. Must
What,
be.
I'm wearing the Wonder Bra.
Is that, are you kidding?
No. I just showed it.
Impressive. Clock at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
And it's going to be a little toasty today, Christy?
Yes, it is, Tom. The CarX man calling for sunshine. Look for a high of 94. Cloudy overnight. Chance for a stray shower or thunderstorm. Low down to 75. Scattered storms tomorrow. High 90. 71 currently.
No, the CarX man, if he were calling for it, he'd go, it's going to be 94.
Yeah, but I'm not the CarX man. I just represent him.
Oh, you do know. Is a lawyer?
No.
Okay.
As a spokesperson.
I just know if you were injured at work and you needed a lawyer, who would you call?
Oh, I don't know. Let me see.
Oh, you should know. My gosh.
What do you think, Galitko and Daly?
It would be Galitko and Daly. Very good. Finally, she gets it right, which is an interesting way to do this spot. The point is, you're correct, Christy.
Thank
I'm
you.
sorry that I electrocuted you
That's
briefly.
all right.
Galitko and Daly, they are the work injury lawyers. So if you're injured at work, call them up. How do you do it? Well, it's pretty simple. You go to IndianaWorkers.com. They're the work injury lawyers. This is what they do. Their practice is, in fact, focused on injured workers. Galitko and Daly, OSHA trained, ready to help you. And again, I don't think I could make this any more clear. You just go to IndianaWorkers.com because they go to work when you can't. So sorry, Christy, about the about the electric thing. I hit the wrong button.
Yeah.
Oh, hit it again. Oh, sorry. Oh, your head's on fire. Oh. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Once again, the Bob and Tom Show where maturity goes to die. Again,
That's no fun.
We haven't done our mission statement in quite a while. So, ladies and gentlemen, the mission statement of the Bob and Tom program. Heidi, okay, you're welcome. Earlier in the show, I asked if you could inhabit and exist in a television show, not be an actor, not be a writer, not be in the staff, but actually live in that world.
Yeah.
What show would you pick? You picked what, The Muppet Show?
Yeah, it'd be fun.
Or The Simpsons? You'd want to live in that world?
Sure, yeah.
Chick McGee, you'd live in the world of what?
Seinfeld, I guess. There wouldn't be much change. Yeah.
Ace, you'd live in Green Acres, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, that would...
Thank you, Mr. Haney.
It'd be very interesting. Christy Lee, you'd live in...
Oh, man, I hate to say this because it's a step back for women, but I would love to live in the Mad Men era, especially the 50s, 60s when they got to wear those pretty dresses. And
a lot of smoking.
Yeah, and drinking. Oh, yeah.
John Hamm walking around.
Yes.
Right.
Anybody else's kids misbehaved, you whacked them.
That's right.
Sure.
You didn't have to have anybody's permission. Drag kids home by the ear.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, those were the days, huh?
Yeah, I'd be working as a secretary, but, you know,
You
whatever.
have a picnic in a park, you just leave all the garbage.
We were just talking about that yesterday.
Just
that
throw stuff
scene.
out the window.
You never forget
no
that
seat
scene.
belts. Just they hit something, fly out the windshield.
Remember, he used to sit on the hump. Do you remember the hump in the back?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was called, well, it had a pejorative term. It was sort of...
Really?
Riding bitch, it was called.
Oh, wow.
Well, really?
Not among my family, but among friends.
I've never heard that.
Oh, he's riding bitch. Yeah.
So that means you'd have to sit in the middle where the hump was.
Yeah.
Huh?
That's weird.
Or you climb over a front seat to change the radio. Nobody wore seatbelts back then.
Okay. Got some other suggestions from people listening that if they could be in a show, boy, I love this one. This guy says, Michael says, I'd be on the Jetsons.
Oh,
Okay.
that's a good one.
Oh, that would be a good one.
Flying cars, Rosie.
Michael, I'll take a look at you.
Now, we did, you just heard Josh's amazing impression of Rosie, the maid robot. And now there's a secret episode of the Jetsons in which it's revealed that George Jetson is, in fact, having quite the illicit affair with Rosie, the robot. And
Yeah.
do we have some of the audio?
We do. Here, let me...
Hey, Mr. J, the new sock nozzle's in.
It's the new suck nozzle.
well, the old one's
That implies they wore out the old one. Okay.
Now, a number of folks want to be in the show Three's Company.
Sure.
Oh, man, go down to the Regal Beagle with Larry and
Bar right downstairs.
Jack.
And this guy has a suggestion for me, Charles, and I think you're correct. I should really be in the show Mr. Ed.
Yes,
Oh, boy.
absolutely.
Talk to the horse all day long.
Yeah.
That'd be great. See what's going on with
Talking
him.
to a horse.
And then, of course, Alan Young completely ignores his wife.
Torpedo. What's
Torpedo
her name?
Tati. they called it.
That was a look back in the day. How'd they do that?
Boy, they'd come right at you, don't they?
Yeah, I don't know how that
Were
happened.
they the bras?
Yeah.
They
Is
had to
that
have been
what
the bras.
Yeah.
Coming up, we have bras in the news.
Yes, we do.
And you'll be quite surprised when you find out that the coronavirus has had effect on brassiers, which leads to the fastest man in the world.
It does? Oh, it does. Jamaica's Minister of Health. Jamaica called your mom? Isn't that the knock-knock joke? Knock-knock, who's there? Jamaica.
Jamaica who?
Jamaica who? Jamaica called to your mom? No.
Oh,
No?
Jamaica's Minister of
Ace,
Health.
your thoughts on that
I think
joke?
it's good.
I
Hey,
do too.
that's not even an ace joke, I don't think.
Yeah.
D minus?
Usain Bolt has tested positive for the coronavirus. Minister Christopher Tufton said Bolt was aware of the results and his recent contacts are being traced. The 34-year-old retired sprinter who can run, I looked this up, 27 miles an hour.
Well, that's...
Briefly.
Which means he could get a ticket in a school zone.
Sure.
If he's running through. Here he is now running through our show.
Oh, look at him. Oh, my gosh. What was that blur?
Usain on his social media yesterday, he said, quote, I'm just waking up. Like everybody, check social media. Saw that social media says, I'm confirmed COVID. He said, I have no symptoms, but I am quarantined. Prime Minister Andrew Holness, His Holiness, said police are investigating the case, but did not specify.
why are the police investigating?
I don't know. According to CNN, Bolt held a birthday party on Friday, and they're thinking that it might have been an illegal gathering.
Apparently, there are photographs, and there's no social distancing, and so everybody there may have it.
You get it that quickly?
No, he may have been spreading it.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, did you see that they gave out swag bags there?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, the swag bags, they had, like a Usain Bolt T-shirt, a thermometer, hydrochloroquine.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Directions to the emergency room. It was really
should have tipped some people off.
Yeah.
Very thoughtful. And of course, every hack headline is, he can't outrun COVID.
Hey, I love that. He's fast, but
I think it's funny.
If you expect to get a disease at a party, you're supposed to be like Vince Neil or Tommy Lee, or going to, get some kind of tertiary syphilis. Just
you want an STD, do you?
Yeah. So anyway, ironically, the first symptom, the runs.
Oh, well, he's had those for years.
Sure. Wow.
There he goes.
Can he poop 27 miles per hour?
I don't know if he can.
How fast is the average movement?
Josh.
Half a mile
The
an
average
hour?
one?
What?
You don't really care.
I think about
God
it,
knows.
anybody cares.
God knows somebody's measured
You're
that.
right.
If a headline said, we now know how fast people poop, you would read the article.
We would be doing the story at
3 songs on it.
first break.
There'd be songs on it. There'd be a whole week about it.
Josh, there's no way I can prove this, but I think one time I broke the sound barrier.
And finally in sports, Bud Light has announced that anyone who drafts Jacksonville Jaguars quarterback Gardner Minshew in the first round of their fantasy draft will be entered to win a case of beer.
Yeah.
The brand also said that any team that wins its league championship with Minshew as the starting quarterback will have a chance to win a season's worth of Bud Light.
I wouldn't count on that.
Confirming the odds they won't have to give away any free beer. Fantasy players can enter the contest by taking a screenshot showing Minshew as the first pick and posting the image to social media with the hashtag Bud Light Minshew Draft and hashtag sweepstakes.
No, I did a little homework on this. Fantasy Pro has Minshew ranked as the 148th overall player. And the
That seems like down the list.
The 22nd ranked QB.
All right.
So I doubt if a lot of...
Well, also, no one would draft a quarterback in the first round of their fantasy draft.
They wouldn't?
You don't take a quarterback in the first round.
Oh.
I would think that would be the first player you'd want to take.
Yeah, I would too.
I know nothing about it.
You go for wide receivers and running backs, people that put up more points.
So in any event, in honor of this, coming up, we're going to have a new version of the Gardner Minshew song, of course. But since this is Bud Light, and Bud Light was also in the news yesterday, and Chick, you missed it. Mm-hmm. There was a really cool Bud Light story. All the stories coming out of the fires in California are so sad and awful, but this is a true story.
Yeah, Chad Little and his family anticipated the fire reaching their property. I called it Vacayville, but apparently that's not what it is. The blaze arrived. Little decided to defend his home by spraying Bud Light onto the flames rather than leave.
Huh.
Yeah, of course, the water had been shut off, but he had cases of Bud Light apparently, and he was able to shake them up and spray them onto the fire.
He ended up
losing a carport, but that was it.
He only lost, but he would take the Bud Light and hit a nail with it, so there'd be nail holes, and then kind of sprinkle, and it was enough to keep the flames down until the fire crew got there. So, and this guy lost his entire house, I think 5 years ago. So it's a true story, and in a world of awful stories, other than the amazing heroics of some of these firefighters and the first responders, kind of a sweet thing, and kind of cool for Bud Light. But it reminded me of this classic.
Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute the nationwide Everybody's Listening Bob and Tom Show.
The nationwide Everybody's Listening Bob and Tom Show.
Bob, a brilliant man who is quietly perfecting a golf ball shaped like a woman's breast filled with beer.
He fills his balls with Bud Light.
Tom, his dark secret. He can actually see every germ around him, but he's not saying what's on whom.
Let's keep it clean.
Christy Lee, dedicated newswoman of reason. Bob and Tom have never let you finish, which unfortunately is typical of most men.
Case of newscast interrupters.
Tom's right. If we bet on all of Mr. McGee's football picks, we'd be completely flat. Oh, wait a minute. He does? Sorry.
The man's a money mover.
Bob and Tom, you guys rock.
Check your local listings.
Thank you very much.
Pete Stacker. I love that guy.
Oh, what a great voice.
Great voice.
And the actual vocalist
For Survivor.
from Survivor.
Artie Morrison. Yep. Love him. Eye of the Tiger.
Coming up, we have we
Wrote
will
that in
be
the bathroom.
We'll be enjoying the Gardner Minshew song because once again, Bud Light stepping up. And if you have a fantasy league and you want to draft Gardner, you can actually win yourself some Bud Light. Very cool.
Or you want to buy your own beer and do something sensible. Stay away from this. And just draft Tom Brady. Everybody.
And I think we need to fill chicken on the new seasoning that we learned about yesterday.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Yes, I have it right here.
He'll be very excited.
I guess that's all coming up. But right now, I want to remind you that Christy Lee is broadcasting from the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom.
That's right.
Because she's a member. You want to tell me how you do it?
Yeah, if you're looking for ways to save more each month, look no further than Navy Federal Credit Union. They offer members great ways to lower their interest rates and save more. Josh, what's one of the easy options?
Well, you can transfer your credit card balance to a new Navy Federal Platinum credit card and save with a low intro APR. Since it's Navy Federal's lowest rate card, the Platinum card is perfect for large purchases you might need extra time to pay off.
And another great way to save is by refinancing your auto loan from another lender with Navy Federal. Members save more when they refi with Navy Federal. Enjoy low rates, flexible payments, and terms.
Plus, Christy, when you refi your auto loan from another lender with Navy Federal, you'll get a $200 bonus. It's easy to drive off and save.
So apply online or on the mobile app. Visit NavyFederal.org to learn more. At Navy Federal, members are the mission.
Terms and conditions apply. Credit and collateral subject to approval. Refinanced loan must be at least $5,000 to be eligible for the $200 bonus.
He's out of air.
Message and data rates may...
He's out of air.
This needs to be
Stop
heard.
it. This is
Message and
important.
data rates may
Would you
apply.
stop it?
Insured by the NCUA.
This
Tom is
legal
an ass
stuff.
bag.
You're going to get in trouble with
Why would they add Thomas and ass bag to the mandatory
that's
legal?
weird,
Wow,
but I'm not
I
going to
think
argue
message
with
and data rates may apply, insured by the NCUA.
There we go.
He said it.
I was saying it under you.
Yes.
But you were running out of air.
Leave him alone.
And he goes into this like it's that voice terms.
Josh, it was a wonderful read.
I'm sorry.
We did a
Was I
great
trying
job.
to add a little comedy to the spot?
God.
That's what you were doing.
I think you have very few friends in this room. I think Josh
I've
is
got
one of them.
coffee to drink.
Well, Josh is
There he
leaving.
goes.
Are you happy now? If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands.
Coming up, we have Sean Connery in the news. We have French women and no brassieres.
Here we go.
What? And we have elephant news and Nike news, and something very humorous happened in a very big place we're all familiar with. When we come back, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Oh, two of the most amazing women in the world joining us on the Bob and Tom Show today. Our resident geek, Jessica Alsman, and comedian, relationship expert, Allie Breen, zooming her way in. We'll be talking about your relationships. We've considered renaming the show Break Up. It seems like sometimes that's the advice the crew gives to the letter writers, but you never know. Sometimes there's good constructive criticism as well. Like, don't break up. You were listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union Entertainment News Desk. A preliminary investigation has found that singer Justin Townes Earl, son of Steve Earle, died of a probable drug overdose, according to police in Nashville. Officers did a welfare check Sunday after a friend reported nobody had heard from Earl since Thursday. Police found Earl dead at his home at the age of 38. There was no sign of struggle or foul play. Autopsy results are pending. Maybe what the world needs now is a book about rock and roll and fishing. That's where Iron Maiden guitarist Adrian Smith comes in. He's written a book called Monsters of River and Rock. He said in a statement he could have written a book just about fishing, but thought to make it different, he would include some music stories. Monsters of River and Rock comes out on November 3rd. And the Country Music Hall of Fame and Museum in Nashville is reopening September 10th. The museum has been closed since March 13th due to the pandemic. All exhibits that were running before the closure have been extended, but the Taylor Swift Education Center will stay closed. Visitors will be encouraged to wear masks and practice social distancing. The museum will intensify its cleaning procedures, especially for high-touched areas. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Hi, this is comedian Tim Cavanaugh, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. My workday's done.
Go grab a shower. Let's hit the pub. It's happy hour. If we get bombed, who gives a damn? I'm not as drunk as you think I am. Those chicks right there don't look too good, but 3 more beers, I guess I would. It's either them or my right hand. I'm not as think as you drunk I am. So buy another round. We'll sit right here and drink them down. Get everyone another beer. You'll have to kick us out of here. Say, are you girls waiting on your friends? What did you say? You're lesbians. Bartender, cancel those 2 drinks. I'm not as am as you drunk, I think. This beer is moving like a train. I think my lizard needs a drain. But first I'll have a double shot. I'm drunk, you think, as you am is not. So buy another round. We'll sit right here and drink them down. Get everyone another beer. You'll have to kick us out of here. This bathroom's nice as it can be. It's got 4 walls. I've puked on 3. Oops, here comes more. I'll use the sink. I'm not as thrunk as you am, I dink. I put that bouncer right in his place. I smacked his elbow with my face. He's lucky that it's closing time. Drunk am is not as you think you I'm. So buy another round. We'll sit right here and drink them down. Get everyone another beer. You'll have to kick us out of
Bob and Tom 24/7. It's not on air. It's online.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Also,
7:20 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Thank you very much, Chick McGee. Christy Lee has an update in the forecast.
Q95, Fox 59 weather brought to you by CarX. Sunny, hot, high 94. Clouding up overnight, chance for a stray shower or thunderstorm down to 75. And then tomorrow, scattered thunderstorms possible, a high of 90. 72 right now.
Thank you very much, Christy Lee. Let's get back to the action. Don't forget your shot at $1,000 coming up on Q95. Also, our golf outing details at Q95.com. We'll be out at Top Golf. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. In the big room, Ace, Chick, Josh, I'm Tom. Josh sitting in a special chair, the IHateStevensinger.com sidekick chair.
That's right.
Let's see, in the room behind the glass over there, it's my son, Willie Griswold, Chicago-based stand-up comedian. And then there's Christy Lee in the big room over there, the performance room. And her little tiny head is floating in that giant window.
Yep.
Looking good, Christy.
Thanks, Tom.
Looks like an aquarium with one little teeny tiny minnow in it.
Yeah, but you're looking good. Teeny tiny.
No, I just
freakish head, but you're looking good.
No. Now we should point out her head is proportionally correct for her body.
Yeah, I'm not Beetlejuice.
Yeah. No. Very good. I can't say the same for Pat Godwin.
Huge head.
It's enormous. It's unbelievable. Enjoyed that song very much, Pat. A tribute to Pumpkin Spice. I know we've got some more music coming from Mr. Godwin. He's in the other building, being delivered here by a closed-circuit camera. Now, let's get back to the action. We were talking sports. Coming up, the Gardner Minshew tribute, because Mr. Minshew is part of a Bud Light promotion, in which if you draft Mr.
How we got
Minshew,
that deal, man.
He's just a bro, funny guy.
I guess.
Huge mustache sometimes.
Huge mustache, big muscles. I have a little crush on him.
Do you really?
No, I think my dad does.
No, he's just such a. You see these press conferences with him. He's just such a dude.
You like him, don't you?
Do you want to kiss him?
I don't want to kiss him.
You want to kiss him right on the lips. You don't care about COVID. You see Minshew, you'll kiss him right in the mouth, won't you?
Oh, man.
You'll take a little mustache, right, won't
Give
you?
me those lips.
Wow. Hello, Gardy.
Tickle me with that soup strainer.
You let him throw a football through a tire on your in your commercial.
Rub that womb broom on my face.
Yeah, that's what it is. How'd you know? I just thought it's interesting because we have this great song. This is version what? 47?
It's 48, I guess.
Of the Gardner Minshew tribute. Now again, he's gotten together with the Bud Light people, and if you draft him in your fantasy league, you could win some beer.
All right. So this is a song about Tom's boyfriend.
There you go. Sodomy day and night.
Wouldn't have it any other way.
Of course, that's me.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Who's singing this song?
He's Mick Jagger now.
Mick Jaguar.
I thought he was Mick Jaguar. That was the joke. Mick Jaguar. See, it's
Tired this morning. I've been up all night with the new baby.
Oh, really?
Have you?
I haven't had my first shadoobie yet.
Where's the baby?
Who's got a new baby?
Mick Jaguar.
He does?
It's got to be 3 or 4.
He's 2 years old, yeah. Check
I was
Wikipedia.
gonna say.
Check Wikipedia.
Can anybody else get that high? I can't.
He's the starting quarterback, leading the attack. Gardner Minshew. Naked in the locker room, a mustache just like a broom. Girls wanna kiss you. All right, everybody. One more time. Gardner Minshew. If he's your first draft fantasy, you get a case of beer for free. Gardner Minshew, yeah. Gardner's here to stay. Corona saw him right away. Mr. Minshew. Ooh, Chris Walt makes me play this song. This version is way too long. I know, but he sings along anymore. All right. Start me up. I'll never stop. Chiches. It was an old Mexican restaurant. Hey, what's the matter, man? You got the backing of the fans? There's some Jaguar cheerleaders that's dying to meet you. We're gonna bring a case of White Claw. Play Madden football like we used to. One more time. Gardner Minshew.
Gardner Minshew, ladies and gentlemen.
I really agree with you, but yeah, that would have been a good place for a Bud Light.
Yeah. But anyway.
Version 49.
Well, he'll be back in the news. Can't wait. Very nice, Dean. Thank you very much. On the place. And that was Mick Jaguar.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, very good. Back to Chick McGee at the sports desk.
That's it. That's sports. Over to Christy with the news. Christy?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We have to have the theme song. We have standards here.
Why are you half-assing?
It's unbelievable.
I nailed it in.
Takes a day off for being fake sick.
I had COVID.
You and
If you
Usain
had
Bolt had a
COVID.
speedy recovery.
Yeah.
Wherever you go, whatever
Tom
you do.
wouldn't let you near the building.
Always be a good sport. Christy.
Well, you missed this yesterday, Chick. Cinnamon Toast Crunch is launching a powdered seasoning
You hear this?
called Cinnamon Toast Crunch Cinnadust.
Don't care.
Yawning and shaking your head.
I don't care for it.
You don't like Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
No.
Did we know
What?
this?
I like cinnamon. I don't care if it's not a toast crunch. I've never actually had the cereal.
You've never had the cereal?
Never had
Really?
no.
Live a little.
Oh,
Okay?
Chick, it's right up your alley, pal.
I'm buying you a box today.
The blend is more complex than
gonna hold
traditional
you to
cinnamon sugar mixes, according to B&G Foods. Cinnadust also contains notes of vanilla, caramel, whichever.
Cinnadust? That
and
sounds like Roger Ebert was creaming.
graham crackers.
He's been turned into Cinnadust.
Cinnadust.
We're spreading his ashes by the popcorn line.
Sprinkle them on your
here
popcorn
at,
if you like.
Siskel, too, I guess.
We're out of that.
Roper soon. Okay.
There was more Ebert than
Should find it at Sam's Club in the next couple of weeks. If it's at Sam's Club, it'll probably be at Walmart at some point.
I think it's great.
I can't wait to try it and sprinkle it on everything in my home.
Yeah, I think it's great. You can add it to sauces. You can sprinkle it over your food. You can snort it. There's a million ways you can take it.
Take a straw, and it's like a bottomless pixie stick.
Cinnamon toast crunch chicken.
Suck it right. Remember those pixie sticks?
Yes, of course.
Sweet. And
Yeah.
I never cared for them. Even
No,
as a kid,
those are dumb.
Powdered sugar.
It was just way too. I know. I was a weird kid when it came to that. Give me a chocolate bar.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, don't stick your finger in sugar. That's dumb.
And then they had the dipping sticks.
You rip it's a straw full of sugar.
See, the dipping sticks, I just liked the stick. I didn't like the sugar.
Oh, you didn't like
to
the
dip
sugar
it in.
part?
Yeah. The
Oh.
fun dip.
Do you remember when you came in one morning and was very worried that your children are getting cavities because you were saying they have healthy snacks like fruit roll-ups?
and my dentist set me straight on that.
Yeah.
Mountain Dew, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Mountain Dew and fruit
He said
roll-ups.
The fruit roll-ups just applies the sugar to your teeth and sticks there.
You know, Imodium kind of tastes like the fun dip sticks.
Does it?
Yeah, so every day I have about 5 Imodium.
All right.
Just a little treat in the afternoon.
Yeah, kaopectate tastes like drinking chalk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't pooped for 6 weeks. Is that weird?
No, that's not where you're fine.
You're building up, huh?
Look a little
We'll measure the speed of that one to go back.
Well, if you didn't like the Cinnadust chick, how about this?
Hey, you hated it. I'm sorry.
McDonald's releasing spicy chicken Mcnuggets. The fast food giant announced the new item will be available for a limited time starting September 16th.
Oh, no, we can't be bothered. Sorry.
It's the first flavor
I don't
McDonald's
like it when they do that.
has introduced to the McNugget.
I want to be able to go get a McRib anytime I want.
The chain-
That's not how life works, okay?
The chain is also launching a mighty hot sauce that combines crushed red pepper and spicy chilies and savory garlic, as well as a Chips Ahoy McFlurry. How about that? You want a Chips Ahoy McFlurry?
I want a Chips Ahoy McFlurry. Yes, I do.
Yes, I do too.
I'd rather have a Cinnamon Toast Crunch McFlurry.
Chick, can't you just be happy that I have the options now?
No, that's one thing you'll learn about Chick,
That's
Willie.
exactly right. Your happiness irritates the hell out of me. Don't ever forget that, boy.
I think this is great. I think those McNugget kids are going through their punk phase.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to, that's crazy talk, spicy McNuggets. We're going to do it. Good for them.
McNuggets Extreme.
This will be great for me as I'll say this, as a man of a certain size. Sometimes I'll go to McDonald's and I'll be getting a sandwich, and instead of getting fries, I'll think, you know what, let me get a healthy side, let me get some protein, let me get chicken nuggets, and I just end up eating 2 meals instead of getting a meal inside.
Exactly
Go for
right.
it.
Yeah.
Started off with good.
That is fat guy logic.
Right?
For sure.
Josh, I got to get my protein in. How else am I going to get my protein?
Why not have McNuggets for dessert? What's the problem with that?
It's got to be better than ice cream.
But I like the seasonality of this
pixie
stuff.
stick.
So what's the seasonality of the spiciness?
Well, it's the fact that they're doing things on a temporary basis. It's now for
Or
example,
they're keeping an eye on Popeyes.
we talked about
Pumpkin spice.
We talked about pumpkin spice.
Yeah, but they've ruined that. Now they're bringing it out earlier and earlier.
Like I said, they have pumpkins at Kroger already. So
Yeah.
I know we're jumping the gun on this.
It should be October.
Pumpkins that are there now, won't they rot in like a
I would
week?
think.
They're the ceramic ones, I think, that are out there already.
Pumpkin spice should be September 1. That's what I say.
So you think like federal law?
Yeah.
Josh, I think
Cops
today,
out there.
you and I go to Kroger. I'll look like I accidentally knock over a ceramic pumpkin and see what happens.
Okay.
Oh no, it's there's a stat. There are like 40 of them in this big pyramid.
Oh, see, we've got to, and then in an
You
attempt,
stumble into it and knock
I'll
them
be
all
a
down.
stranger who attempts to help you, and the more I help, and the more you help, the more pumpkins we destroy.
It's smashed.
And it's the funniest silent movie that was never made.
Yeah, that's going to cost you about $800.
Josh, I was going to say, this sounds like a Japanese game show.
Tonight on Hochichawa, pumpkin.
Happy hot dog show.
I mean, there used to be seasons for food.
Sure.
Right now you can get great tomatoes, great corn.
You go to Michigan to get the cherries.
When do you go get the cherries in
I'm
Michigan?
sorry, it's the COVID. I'm sorry.
It's the goat talking.
There's the Cherry Festival. It unfortunately had to be canceled. What am I doing? I'm defending myself.
They had to cancel the Cherry Festival?
Stop the
Oh, that's the pits.
Oh,
thank you very much.
Thank you, Ace.
I appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
And of course, there was the Cherry Queen, which of course involved a very serious test that was done by a professional
Yeah, they ended
physician.
that. They ended that a little maybe 2 decades ago, didn't they?
Yeah.
No, it was about 3 years ago.
Oh.
They had to switch universities. Okay, where were we? Oh, come on. Sorry. Like I did it, okay? It was my fault. I was there the whole time.
People can hear my smirk.
Yes, they can.
Now, Christy, I think my favorite story involves ferry boats. Now, if any of you have ever experienced the two-story ferry boat. Do you have the story about the Sydney, Australia?
Yeah, according to ferry expert Grammy Taylor, the new river-class ferries in Sydney, Australia's waterways cannot fit under 2 of Sydney's bridges. However, they do not account for passengers. Oh, they do fit under the bridges, but they did not account for passengers sitting on the top deck. He
Keep
said
reading.
people would be severed from the waist up at high tide. It's just a matter of centimeters.
From the waist up, they would just lose their body?
Yeah, if they go under the bridge.
What? If they go under the bridge, if there were people sitting on the top level, they'd be cut in half.
Right.
Wow.
While customers are able to enjoy the upper deck during their commute, they will need to move to the lower deck when passing the bridge.
Can you imagine just...
Ladies and gentlemen of the upper deck, you better come down or you're going to lose your life. We're approaching the bridge. Please come down.
Yeah.
The government says the ferry operator will implement operational procedures to get passengers off the top deck prior to reaching low-lying bridges.
This is not going to work.
No.
You know, the guy's going to be making the announcement.
Attention, ladies and gentlemen.
Then he frantically, the pilot has to leave the. We have some audio. This a similar thing happened.
Really?
Oh yeah, here we go.
Oh no.
So ferry cross the Mersey.
Did you hear that?
Whoa! Little Jerry and the Pacemakers. That's of course the Mersey River in Sydney, Australia. Different than the one near Liverpool. Back to you.
I was just reminded. I was in my buddy and I were in Williams-Sonoma one day, and there was this giant pyramid-shaped. This Lazy Susan. It was like 8 feet tall with like a. And it looked like a Christmas tree, but there were plates stacked up on it.
Yes.
And I went over and took a hold of it and kind of shook it to see
how sturdy it was.
To see how sturdy it was. And there were like 8 plates broken. I swear to God, this happened. I forgot about it.
Did you have to pay for the plates?
No, they go, well, that happens sometimes. They were very nice. I owe Williams-Sonoma like $400.
Yeah, those are Williams-Sonoma plates.
The bull in the china shop.
I don't know what I was thinking. And all she said was, "What are you doing?" I just want to.
Very nice. Thank you very much.
Gave it a shake.
See, this is sturdy. Ferry cross the Mersey.
I want to hear that again.
Again,
No.
the ferry in Sydney. Don't go to the. By the way, you talk about a duck boat.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the very definition.
I think the bigger problem are going to be customers that just go, you know what? You can't tell me what to do. You can't tell me, weirdo.
Yup.
Yeah.
That's the world we're living in.
I think that's going to be the issue. Is people are going to be unwilling to listen to anyone.
I am not at all surprised that they bought these ferries without even measuring. And
oh man,
I know a place where the same thing happened with buses.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
you're right.
Yeah. Let's pay $1 million for these things that don't work. Nice move. Okay. Coming up, Christy, we have. I know we have.
We have a naked guy in a car wash. That's one of my favorite stories.
I do that.
Would you?
Sure.
Okay.
Walk through a car wash.
Yeah. Can I have goggles?
Oh, this could be the naked guy right now. Can you answer that?
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, good morning, Bob and Tom Show. It's Larry King.
Hey, Larry, how are you?
Well, I'm okay. I'm a little groggy this morning. Forgive me. I was up late last night switching back and forth from NBA basketball and Murder, She Wrote.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, some of the NBA players move well, but they can't shake their money makers like Angela Lansbury.
Oh, no.
She's hot.
God. Hot. I'm really enjoying watching the young man Luka Doncic play.
Oh, sure.
With the Mavericks. Have you seen him play?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Luka's come a long way since the days when Susan Vega was singing about him. Remember that song?
Oh, sure. I love that song. My name is
Luka. I live upstairs from you. A few people remember Susan Vega's follow-up to that song. Hey, Luka, quit bouncing that basketball and go to bed already.
Oh, yeah.
Crazy kid.
Not a hit. Here's a bit of trivia that might surprise you. Susan Vega's career has lasted 30 years, but my Chevrolet Vega lasted for 100,000 miles.
Oh, nice. You had a good one.
Who knew? So anyway, you know what I've learned about foreign players in the NBA?
What's that?
If your name ends in "ick," you're probably going to be pretty good. IC. In addition to Luka Doncic, there's Bojan Bogdanovic.
Right.
Not to be confused with another young star, Bojan Bogdanovic, Dario Saric, and Nikola Jokic.
Wow.
Quite frankly, I'm envious. I was never very good at basketball in high school, but if I were playing today, many would have heard my high school nickname and thought I was a superstar. Really? It was Jokic. You know, there's so many talented players coming from Eastern Europe these days. There have also been great South American players from Argentina and Brazil. But you never see a world-class basketball player from Peru. You know why?
No.
Men from Peru are short.
They are?
In fact, they're so short, the only guy they could guard is Tom Cruise in a celebrity basketball game.
I had no idea.
All right, that's enough. I got to go to the bathroom and dribble. I'm Larry King. Okay. I'm Larry Jokic King.
Thank you. Jokic, I had no idea. Coming up, we have Nikes in the news in a very odd way. And happy birthday, Sean Connery. We'll be celebrating that. And as you mentioned, a guy takes a car wash. No, he's taking a shower in the car wash, and it's all over the internet. We'll see that coming up. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Stay tuned. Who knows who will be next on the Bob and Tom Track Phone Hotline? This is the Bob and Tom Show. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. Comedy, guests, Bob and Tom exclusives, and it's here on the internet. Bob and Tom 24/7.
Oh, sure. We're listening to the Bob and Tom Show right now on a Wednesday. Yes, it's August 26, 2020. Good morning. I'm Mark Allison. But coming up later this morning at 10 a.m. Eastern, Ace Cosby steps in as your host with Bob and Tom's Work Farce. All the fun without really that much effort. Keep the smile going all day and keep your coworkers guessing what's making you so darn happy. It's Bob and Tom 24/7.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. Lucas Giolito pitched the first no-hitter of the pandemic-delayed Major League season, striking out 13 and permitting just one runner in a walk and leading the White Sox over the Pirates 4-0. Other winners yesterday in interleague action: Detroit, Kansas City, and Seattle. American League winners: Houston, Tampa Bay, Cleveland, Boston, the Angels, and Oakland. And the National League winners: Miami, Philly, Milwaukee, Miami, Colorado, and San Francisco. Hockey playoff winners yesterday. Tampa Bay in overtime beating Boston 4-3, and Vancouver beat Vegas. And from the NBA, the Clippers took a 3-2 lead in their first-round series by setting a franchise record for points in a playoff game, 154-111 over the Dallas Mavericks. And Jamal Murray scored 33 of his 42 while playing every minute of the second half to help the Nuggets avoid elimination, a 117-107 win over the Utah Jazz in Game 5. And Jamaica's Minister of Health says legendary sprinter Usain Bolt has tested positive for the coronavirus. Bolt said he's trying to be responsible and will stay indoors and self-quarantine. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
I want to know what you do while you're pumping gas. You're on your phone, aren't you?
Typically, I am, doing a crossword puzzle or calling someone.
You're not supposed to be on your phone either.
Well, that's a myth.
You don't even turn your car off when you get gas?
Shh.
Are you serious?
You're just as dangerous as the smoker.
Oh, my God, Tom.
I know for a fact he doesn't.
Your car off.
A guy that I know that is a race car driver told me that that's unnecessary.
A race car?
And he doesn't.
You mean a guy who has a pit crew?
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
With us in the studio, comedian Bobcat Goldthwait is here with us. Once again, good morning, sir.
Hi, good morning.
Weren't you featured in
Oh, yeah.
Hot to Try?
Yeah, right out of the gate, bring up my porn past.
No, that's not what I meant. I was just trying to be.
No, that's all right.
He's not.
I'm not making that up, Bob.
You don't finish a Hot to Try and go, wow, we're not going to get one better than that.
No.
I'm kind of.
I know you think he's being a smart aleck, but he loves talking horses. He really does.
Yeah. If I was Tom Hanks, you'd be going, hey, I really love Turner and Hooch. It's nice that you went Oscars. Do you know what I mean?
Bobcat Goldthwait is our guest. I truly did.
You like it? Hot to Try? All right. Well, that put me in comedy jail. That movie.
Yeah, I like goofy movies.
Now, I didn't see Phantom Menace or the Attack of the Clones because I'm 40 years old and I've been laid. So, Star Wars, the Lord of the Rings, none of that stuff really. But like a jerk, I went to the Star Wars re-release and they had added a couple scenes with a computer-generated image of Jabba the Hutt, right? And I'm a nerd, but this audience is like uber nerds who had memorized every damn frame of the movie, and they go nuts when Jabba the Hutt shows up because he's a computer-generated Jabba the Hutt. I don't know what their beef is, but they're like going, fake. Fake. This is true. Fake. Like the movie's gonna go, oh, you caught us. And finally, I snap. I go, yeah, Jabba's fake. He's not like the real Chewbacca. Listen, you nerds, this is all fake. It's in outer space. None of it happened. And if it did happen, there wouldn't be any explosions because outer space is a vacuum, and that means it's void of oxygen. And in order to create a fire, you need oxygen. In fact, in real space, sound can't even travel in a pure vacuum. You would just have spaceships silently firing missiles into other craft, and they would implode and spin off course. That's the worst thing that could happen, you nerds. Actually, that's not what I really said.
I know what you really said.
I thought, later on I'm much clever. What I really said was, have any of you nerds ever seen a vagina? Could you pick a vagina out of a police lineup? If I had a vagina and a donut and a mop, could you tell me the difference between these things?
7:45 on the nose at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Now watch this, Josh. This is how it's done.
Okay, all right.
Say that again, Chick.
7:45 at Q95 on the nose. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Speaking of noses, she's got a cute one.
Oh.
It's Christy Lee.
How'd she get air through that?
Presence of a master.
Hey, how about some weather?
No,
Sunny
I just want to say how nice your nose was.
Oh, thanks. High 94. It's a little puggy. Scattered thunderstorms tomorrow possible. High 90. Currently 72.
No idea what that meant. Thank you very much, Christy. I hope you were listening to the announcement earlier, because if you were, well, the smart person you are, that is. Now, keep listening. Sound like Yoda.
Like you're talking back.
It's going to happen again. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Coming up, not today, but we do have a world record for talking backwards. And Seriously.
Remember that?
What?
Wasn't there a guy named Professor Backwards
I think so.
who died? But remember, he was stuck in an elevator or something, but nobody knew what he kept yelling, plat, plat. And
Remember his funeral when they took him out of the ground and then put him in his house?
Yeah.
Professor Backwards.
Very odd. None of that's true. The point is, this is the Bob and Tom Show, and who's who here? There's our engineer, Ace Cosby, of course, the proprietor of the Ace Cosby Joke of the Day. Coming up, by the way, Chip McGee back from faking COVID for a day. Josh Arnold at the IHateStevenSinger.com sidekick desk.
Hello.
Christy Lee through the glass in the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom.
Hi.
They got
Hi,
something very
Josh.
special going on right now. Find out more. Willie Griswold, one of my sons, is over there and
How many you have?
doing a great job. Sons 3.
Oh, okay, good.
Daughters 4.
Okay.
Willie, clearly the favorite. He's the one on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to make an awkward.
I could bring my 4-year-old in here.
Oh, we'd love that.
Or my 7-year-old.
Well, they don't know radio friendly though. They have filthy mouths.
Hey, Josh.
The other day we got the S word, and she
From
knew
which
it too.
one?
She looked around, then she went. She was at age 7. She goes, "I meant shoot."
Just a total accident.
Are you going to actually try and tell us? I have no idea where she picked that up.
I'm sure you heard about that.
Yeah, they pick up the GD one. That's the bad one.
That is the bad one.
Yeah.
Just when I get, that's my go-to.
That's the one that makes my mom the angriest.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I don't like
Oh,
it.
yeah.
I don't like it. I don't care for it.
I don't like GD.
Oh, I think it's strong, but I get it.
No,
I get
it's the
why
worst.
it's yeah.
Curse words are the product of a weak mind. Isaac Newton.
Now, GD is not a curse word.
It's a phrase. It's a curse phrase.
It's a blasphemism.
No,
Yes.
no, it's a short prayer.
A lot of people.
No, it's not.
You're saying,
I think saying
you're
it's a
saying,
prayer.
oh, great one.
It makes it.
Please take this situation
Yeah, it makes it
and send
worse.
it down to Hades.
Damn it.
Thank you very much. Well, where were we? Oh, I haven't introduced Pat Godwin. Pat, a couple of home runs today. We love the Gardner Minshew song.
Sure
Getting
you do,
huge kudos from the audience. They want to hear it again.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do. I don't know why. It's it's a great song. Okay, where were we?
I think isn't that song on your album Diminishing Returns?
Yeah, it is on the new album.
And diminishing spelled M-I-N-S-A.
If you have any, you will title.
You mean diminishing return?
Oh, nice.
I like it.
Very nice.
That's very good. Now, we had an unusual story out of Australia about the
kangaroo,
about the ferry boat. Again,
They built a ferry boat, and apparently it fits under the bridges unless there are people on the top deck.
Yeah, that's
so if you're sitting on the top deck of the ferry boat,
Yes.
you will be cut in half.
You could be cut in half, yes.
Under 2 of the bridges. And this sounds very typical, some government committee that doesn't really, what's the old thing, measure twice?
Yeah, cut once.
Cut once.
In this case, don't measure and cut everybody.
It had to be pretty funny when they got the new ferries in and we're taking them out for a demonstration ride, and then it's high tide, and oh my God!
Aren't they kind of
the humanity?
They're kind of waterlocked, right? They can't go everywhere.
I don't know, but we do have the audio again in case you missed it.
I don't want to hear this.
They have to alert people sitting upstairs to come down to the lower deck, or they will be killed. But here's the inaugural voyage again.
So ferry cross the Mersey.
Apparently a little foggy, and
That's
the
rough.
pilot didn't see the bridge there. Right?
Yikes.
Okay.
Sydney, Australia.
Do you ever notice that Australia, most stories we get out of Australia involve death? You ever notice
Great
that?
whites.
As Kostaki said yesterday, a lot of
bridges.
ways to die in Australia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's either
Do you know it
snakes.
snowed? It snowed in Australia last week?
Yeah, that's
It is
because
it
it's
is
their
winter, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they're opposite of
It's
us,
almost
remember?
like they're upside down or something.
Yeah.
I don't get that.
Okay.
Well, no, but I mean, it is their winter, but it's also that happens once every 15 years, I guess.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah. In Sydney. In,
I know dingoes steal children. I know that.
Yeah.
Well,
It's true. Well, if you train them right.
Right,
Yeah.
dark.
Bring them right back to you.
market.
And then you sell them.
So your contention really is that dingo was trained to steal a baby.
You know how much money you get for an Australian baby?
Well, speaking of this, we do have some more
Good day,
audio.
baby.
We do have some more audio from Australia.
We do?
And yeah, here we go. Let's give this a listen. Don't pay the
humanity.
ferryman.
Oh,
damn, that's
Boy, that is an audio turd. That song.
Screaming.
No kidding.
God, I hate that song.
How does he get that note?
We have another story out of Australia today. A man's been caught showering naked in a car wash. Jeff Bowen, owner of Parkland's Car and Dog Wash in Meridian Plains.
How's it going?
Arrived to work earlier in the month.
It's a car and a dog wash?
Yes.
So I imagine this isn't a car wash where you get on a track and go to neutral.
No. This is when you pull
car,
it. Yeah. Put the coins in.
Detergents
spray.
and soaps. And
I love those.
It's my favorite thing. I love doing that.
You like those more than the track ones?
I like both. I love washing my car.
You're weird.
No, I and the ones you drive into and they pull you through. To me, it's a zen moment.
Yes.
If this guy is taking his clothes off in one of those hand washes, it's showtime. Okay, at least you can get lost a little bit in the track, right?
Jeff Bowen arrived to work earlier this month, found a water gun had been left on the ground. He said he checked security footage, saw a naked guy covering his unmentionables with his hand while giving the hose to an accomplice who's also filming on a phone.
Oh, okay.
The naked man can be seen ducking and jumping repeatedly
wait a
while he's
minute.
blasted with the car wash chemicals
So
from the hose.
it's TikTok, right?
Yeah, or something, yeah.
Or
When
drunk people.
Yeah.
There are
When
a couple
asked,
guys who they take suggestions like fill your van up with popcorn, and then they fill their van up with popcorn.
when asked if the chemicals would have burned, Bowen replied, "Yeah, I would reckon it would be like chili juice on your skin."
Oh, wow.
He posted the footage to Facebook and wrote, "Thank you for your patronage. Hope you make a speedy recovery."
Yikes.
Bowen said that the word is that he's fine, his health is fine, but he's not enjoying his newfound fame. So they outed the guy, apparently.
Oh, so when you put it on the soap wash, the chemicals.
Right.
When it looks like he's paying quite a bit of attention to the undercarriage here.
Plus, the water's pretty hot, I think.
I would think.
And pretty powerful. It'll clean up the chrome on your wheels. I know that.
We have kind of a relate. Did you see the story I sent you, Tom?
I just can picture you in a hand car wash mincing around your car with the wand.
People honking because you've been in there for 90 minutes.
Well, don't you love that where the thing it starts counting down, and you realize, wait a minute, I've got 2 more wheels to go, and I'm out of quarters.
I don't like anything about it.
That's why they made the tracks. Okay, they always had the other one.
Right,
They said there's got to be a better way.
Chick, there used to be a really good burger place attached to one of these, and then they changed it. It's not a burger place anymore, and now I never go there. But I used to go there constantly. Now it's a taco place, and the tacos are fine, but it was a great burger.
Better burger place. Huh?
Having one of these attached to a restaurant you like is awesome.
Oh, I bet.
Because you can make sort of an afternoon of it.
Sure. Don't you like you get to get serious? You get that super powerful hose.
I was at a car wash once, and Tom stopped and told me I was doing it wrong.
Oh, that's right.
Absolutely.
You told me this, Pat. You were there, and he just happened
Just
to see
having a
you.
great time,
That
relaxing.
sounds absolutely believable.
Sunday, having a
Pat,
wonderful
that's what he does
Sunday.
on Wednesday afternoons. He just freelance corrects people.
You remember-
He just goes around and makes sure people are doing things
he
wrong.
pulls people over in traffic and tells them they've got their baby seat put in wrong. You know he's done that.
Because first of all, the guy had the same kind of car. He was in a Suburban.
Here we go.
And I pulled up next to him,
Making
and
it sound normal.
he had a kid in the baby seat, and I rolled the window down and said, "You better pull over. I want to talk to you."
Oh, well, if there's a kid in the
Told you
baby.
you didn't get shot.
No
okay?
joke.
No, I said, "Hey, look, if that airbag goes off, you're going to kill that kid. It's illegal, number one, and put the baby seat in the back." So,
Oh, that I understand. I get that.
It was in the front.
You get actually, though, pulling a person over and telling them this?
Well, it doesn't
if he
sound like
misheard you?
It
What
doesn't sound like he pulled around and like commandeered them. It sounded like did you guys just come naturally to a stop? And
no,
then,
we were allowed, and I put the window down, and I said, "Can you pull over? I want to ask you something."
What if he misheard you when you go? If you don't get you're going to kill that kid. He heard you say, "I'm going to kill your kid," and then
You're hit with a crowbar.
Yeah, and you're at the police station calling me for bail. I ain't answering. Okay.
Trying to do my
there's a man. He's yelling at me in my car. I don't know much about him, but he does look like a member of the Ivy League. Pretty impressive.
That's got to be in a movie. Tom is at a stoplight, and he's trying to yell at the guy, "You're going to kill your kid," but there's construction happening on the side of the road. So you just
And you hear the
see Tom
jackhammer
Hanks
go,
and it just, "Kill your kid!"
Yep. Next thing you know, Tom's beaten to a pulp on the side of the road.
I was just being a good Samaritan.
Area madman killing children. And then it's you. I'm trying to offer people help.
Okay.
Yeah, the pressure coming out of those jets or something.
Don't you love washing your car?
Yeah.
Well, I know Christy likes to drive.
And my new
I love
favorite thing
driving
is
through
my new
one.
favorite thing is the
plays with
car
herself
wash I
in the
go
drive.
to. You pull up to that. You pull up to that bay, and they've got the high pressure air.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you love that?
The high pressure air is in the news in another story. Did you see the story I sent you?
No, but the high you do.
Yeah.
Get all the dust off your dashboard and everything.
Yeah.
Oh, inside the car.
Yes.
The best.
Wow, that's something. We'll be back.
My car's cleaner than your car.
My car's cleaner than all yours because my boyfriend does.
I just got the damn thing.
Of
It's
course
gotta be
you
clean.
did. I'm depressed. I'm buying a new car.
Oh, boy. The life of Riley.
Yes,
over
I
there.
shovel piles of money on depression. So what? So what? I'm going to die penniless. So what? It's go time, Daddy.
And now the reading of the will. Are you familiar with the term debt?
It's the first time somebody will read the will in the words, "You owe us."
Oh, no. It won't be the first time.
Yeah, Tom can't come.
I was coming up. We have Sean Connery news. We have a petting zoo gone wrong. Solar airplane news that's super extra cool. And we'll see if there's any more news from the ferry in Australia. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. Text us at 888-262-8661. More Bob and Tom next.
Hi, this is Ross Bennett, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. I can't sleep. I have to say this all night long.
Hey, Mark Allison here with you on a Wednesday morning, August 26, 2020. Jessica Alsman, Allie Breen on the way. On Thursday's Bob and Tom Show, we'll catch up with our West Coast mountain correspondent. From Denver, Colorado, Al Jackson will be zooming in with us. And more surprises coming up for you on Friday, the 28th. You are listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union News Desk. The second day of the Republican National Convention took a decidedly different, more positive tone, with an emphasis on Americans who say they have benefited from President Donald Trump's policies. Trump sought to leverage the full weight of the presidency behind his reflection effort, blending official acts and campaigning. The convention aired a video featuring Trump signing a pardon for John Ponder, an ex-con who now runs an acclaimed prison reentry program. He later presided over a naturalization ceremony for new Americans. The use of the White House as a backdrop continued with First Lady Melania, who capped off the evening with a speech from the newly renovated Rose Garden. More than 500,000 people have been ordered to evacuate the Texas and Louisiana coasts ahead of Hurricane Laura. It's the largest U.S. evacuation of the pandemic. Forecasters expect Laura to grow to a major Category 3 hurricane over the warm waters of the Gulf of Mexico before hitting the U.S. coastline late tonight or early Thursday. And in light of the coronavirus pandemic, Kentucky Fried Chicken has suspended the use of its finger-licking good slogan after 64 years. The company announced yesterday that tagline is the most inappropriate slogan for 2020. The pause will just be for a little while, they say, and the slogan will be back when the time is right. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch is launching a powdered seasoning.
Yes! My letters have been answered.
I'm going to put you as my emergency contact just in case I ever get into a place where I'm snorting cinnamon dust on a dresser somewhere.
No, I would not be the correct person.
So this comes in like a little jar?
I would assume just like...
or a shaker or whatever.
Yeah, like cinnamon comes in.
It comes in a little bag about the size of a quarter.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Today is every Monday, a morning college lecture. Taking notes on Socrates and other useless crap. From Kierkegaard to Nietzsche and all those stupid douchebags who couldn't find their asses with a flashlight and a map. I've heard it all before. I failed this class last year. I know exactly what this lecture needs. A wet t-shirt contest with the girls from Master Beta, the Kappas and the Thetas, and that redhead in my row. We'll spray them with cold water, they'll jiggle and read Plato. I'll cheer them on as Aristotle Jr. starts to grow. That's when I wake up. Monday mornings suck. Monday mornings really suck. It's another Monday morning, our weekly office meeting. I'm very much hungover and this room is really bright. My dumbass boss starts talking about how to cut expenses. I should have stayed in bed and tapped that girl I met last night. I've heard this crap before. I should raise my hand. I know exactly what this meeting needs. A wet t-shirt contest with the ladies from accounting, plus all the secretaries and that one girl I don't know. Jump on the conference table, we'll spray them with cold water. Their shirts become transparent and their tatas start to show. That's when I wake up.
8:03 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Thank you very much. Christy Lee has the forecast.
Q95, Fox 59 weather. Brought to you by CarX. Sunny today. Look for a high of 94. Becoming cloudy overnight. Might see a storm down to 75. And then scattered thunderstorms are possible on Thursday with a high of 90. We have 72 degrees currently.
Thank you very much, Christy Lee. I'll remind you that your shot at $1,000 coming up again many times today on Q95 and probably this hour, perhaps, he said to himself out loud. So be listening for your shot at $1,000, as a chick would say, $1,000 in your hand. The Bob and Tom golf outing will be taking place September 16th at Top Golf in Fishers. And go to Q95.com for more information. It's brought to you by, I should point this out. It's a benefit for the Riley Hospital for Children, presented by Yingling. Spread your wings. And by Napleton Kia, Fishers, and OmniSource, our official recycler. So have some fun and hit some balls at Top Golf with us. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Thanks for joining us. Anybody else feel it?
Feel what?
You don't feel the vibe?
Oh, I feel it.
Oh, there you go. There you go. It's the Ace Cosby joke of the day coming up in a matter of seconds with our engineer, Ace Cosby. Chick McGee.
I'm beside myself. A big surprise coming up.
Okay. And you're done with your fake COVID day off?
You know what? Maybe I did have COVID.
You had the 24-hour version?
Yeah, the short COVID.
Okay, good. You took the
baby COVID.
Took the meds, did you? There's Josh Arnold sitting at the IHateStevenSinger.com sidekick chair at the desk. There's Christy Lee right there, and then let's see, Willie G and Patty G. Hey, the G brothers. Hey, I just noticed we've also been joined by Jessica Alsman from her home. Hi, Jessica.
Hello.
How are you? It's good to see
Jessica.
you.
Good.
Now, Jessica, we were talking cereal, of course. And
I love cereal.
Yesterday, we had an interesting news story. Christy, you may recall that the Cinnamon Toast Crunch people.
Yeah, they're coming out with Cinnamon Toast Crunch Cinnadust. So all of that sprinkly goodness, you can put it on anything, not just cereal.
Just to clarify, as Josh pointed out yesterday, Sin Dust, S-I-N, of course, is the glitter from a strip club.
That's right. Sure.
But Cinnadust is a tasty treat.
Yes.
You can sprinkle it on anything.
Gosh.
And Chick pointed out that
I shot my mouth off.
You said, what did you say again?
I've never had Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Well, that before you even admitted that, you said that you didn't care for the cereal.
You did say that.
I did say I didn't.
And you've never even had it.
I've never been been motivated to have it.
This is a big moment. This will be your first bite.
But Jess Hooker was
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
on her way. She stopped at a grocery store and brought Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Okay.
And
You're gonna be
milk
amazed.
and a bowl. And
He's got a bowl. He's got the milk.
I see the little Cinnamon Toast Crunch people have little faces on them. They're laughing. It looks like fun.
And if you see the commercials, they're cannibals. They love to eat each other.
They eat each other.
Yeah.
Now,
But
Josh,
you're going to see why here in a second.
I brought an extra bowl for you if you'd like to have some.
Oh, that's nice. Thank you. I will have.
Did you try it without milk first?
No, I say it's got to be with milk first.
First time with milk.
Yeah.
All
right, there he goes.
He's pouring the milk on the Cinnamon Toast Crunch cereal.
Okay, there we go. Got milk, got cereal.
And once again, this is in honor of something they're calling Cinnadust.
Right.
Which will be available, I believe, at Sam's Club within a couple of weeks. Is that
And
correct?
Yes. Apparently, it's actually, we got a letter saying it's there now.
I'm not
the
putting
Cinnadust.
Yes.
It's at Sam's Club?
Yeah.
No extra sweetener on this? No, nothing.
No,
you don't need it.
What do you see?
There he goes.
Here we go,
I'm
here we
excited for you. This is.
Do you like sugary cereal?
Just watch his face.
It's like ASMR.
What? I mean, you can taste the butter. You can taste
Just a hint of cinnamon way in the background. Other than that, it's like wheat checks or something.
Wheat Chex. Comparing the most flavorful cereal to horse feed.
At this point, I should probably tell you, I love Total Raisin Bran. That's my big cereal.
I will say, I think Cinnamon Toast Crunch is better. Not too long, obviously, but the longer it waits in the milk, because the corners are a little sharp, and eventually it's soggy enough that you can sort of take it back easier. Does that make sense?
Willie is out Josh and
People,
Josh.
Willie is the new Josh.
This is they learn how to eat stuff. I got a letter yesterday about that I was eating grape nuts wrong.
How do you eat grape nuts
Well,
wrong?
our letter writer pointed out you put the milk on them and then put them back in the fridge for 20 minutes.
No, then they're mushy. I like them crunchy.
You need them a little soft.
Yeah, but I think that's too soft. But now, for someone who doesn't like the cereal, you sure are eating a lot of it.
I want you to shut your mouth.
So,
Has it grown on you? You enjoying it?
I think it's helping my corona.
I knew it. I knew that CTC was the cure.
Well, yeah, the doctors just don't want you to know that, Josh.
I really like sweet cereal. So if I put some sugar or stevia or the pink stuff on this, then you'd have something. Oh, yeah.
If you put sugar on Cinnamon Toast, do you want me to just to take your foot now?
Which foot do you want us to lop off? Maybe you can take Wilford Brimley's place doing the diabetes.
Yeah, you get the diabetes.
I want this on the quotes page. The Cinnamon Toast Crunch is not sweet enough.
I think, isn't that the sweetest cereal?
Yes.
It has to be.
It has to be.
Lucky Charms?
Frosted
Oh,
Flakes?
God, no. It has to be the sweetest.
So that Cinnadust? Mm-hmm. That is going to be so good if you melt it with butter. Oh, put it on some rolls.
Yeah,
there you go.
My idea.
I'm being told Cinnamon Toast Crunch on vanilla ice cream is amazing.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
been
good.
been sent to me as a learn how to eat, or fattest thing I've ever done, rather.
Oh.
Jess, I thought it'd be great on like a cream cheese frosting with a little Cinnadust. That sounds good. But I would like to see if other companies follow suit, because I would like to be able to buy Doritos dust.
Well, they do have Cheetos dust.
Yes,
somewhere.
they do.
And they have Grippo's dust, Grippo's potato
Oh, that's
chips.
right.
That's a regional brand, but that's good stuff.
The barbecue?
The barbecue dust, yes, thank you. That's right.
Yeah,
barbecue.
so you would like the Doritos powder.
I think I would.
What else would be good, Tom?
Well, I'm looking up right now
How about
the
some sugar on this?
sweetest cereals.
Yes. And what have you
Cocoa
found?
Pebbles, maybe?
I can't find one of these that doesn't have 8,000 ads and click, 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 click. It looks like Golden Crisp is way up there, which used to be Sugar Crisp, which I remember that little bear can get under this.
Oh, I like that.
This one says that this is the Cinnamon Toast is number 2.
Okay.
The list I'm looking at.
Okay.
Keep talking, Tommy.
And then Frosted Flakes has to be up in the top 5, I'd bet.
Yes, it does.
Oh, yeah.
It does. And I'd like to note Chick's on his second bowl. Okay.
And there's something called French Toast Crunch.
Yes, there is. It's
What?
a tad disappointing if you are expecting something as good as Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
So you've had this.
Is that the stuff?
No, it's not. It's regular sugar. He's putting Domino on top of his.
Josh, I am not proud of how excited I got when I thought that he had a cinnamon dust in the room. I just felt like I was about to get my fix.
Now this says Golden Crisp,
we're getting there.
formerly called Sugar Crisp when it appeared in 1949, is very sweet. The first ingredient listed is sugar, meaning that's the most of what's in it. It's the equivalent. A bowl is the equivalent of eating half a Snickers bar for breakfast. Well, no wonder it's so good.
Wow.
Why don't eat half a Snickers bar for breakfast? Just eat the whole thing.
Good point. It's so nice that
Just have a Snicker bar for breakfast.
And Frosted Flakes originally, when they came out in 1919, were called Dr. Lexington's Cocaine Flakes.
Those were amazing.
Dr. Lexington.
Well, in fairness, it was called Coca Flakes. And then
They changed the recipe.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
They took the name sugar out of everything because there was
Sugar Pops.
Sugar
Remember
Pops.
those?
Yep.
God,
There
they
was
were
Sugar
my favorite.
Smacks.
Sugar Smash.
that means there's less sugar in
With
it. if they
Diggum
take-
the Frog.
Yeah.
Means they just changed the name. Hey, come on, it's fun.
Cocoa Krispies.
I got to
Do they
tell
still
you,
have
it's pretty good
those?
cereal.
Yeah, they have those.
It's the best cereal I've had without raisins in it.
Godwin, what's your go-to cereal?
Cocoa Pebbles.
Oh, Bonnie.
Yeah, Jimmy turned me on to those, my son, yeah.
Are they like Cocoa Krispies?
Hey,
They're better.
Speaking of foods, Pat, you told us a little bit about your troubles with opening a Capri Sun for your boy the other day. What happened again?
Well, it's like a tracheotomy, and if you don't get that just right, it goes through it and it goes everywhere.
Yeah, because
you actually punctured the entire-
you got to take that little tiny straw, and they've put a bevel on it, so it'll go right through that Capri Sun hymen.
Well, I saw yesterday.
Capri Sun hymen.
But every time I bust it, it starts squirts me.
Yeah,
and
it goes everywhere.
For those that are soccer moms and soccer dads, you know that you have to take Capri Suns to every game.
Well, our friend Aaron has sent us a hack for the Capri Sun. What you do is instead of leaving it sort of flat,
right?
You squeeze the side so it puffs out that Capri Sun hymen, as
That's
it were.
brilliant.
And gives you more surface area to puncture in that straw.
That makes
And
sense.
it doesn't squirt you?
No. Well, I mean, if you're careful, if you squeeze it, old Jed's a millionaire.
I was gonna
But
say,
if you leave it
yeah.
alone, you're fine.
Well, did you guys see that Capri Sun is donating their pouches, but they're filled with water, and it's because kids can't use water fountains at schools right now in a lot of states.
cool.
They shut down, and so it's a Capri Sun pouch, and then in the end it says, "Sorry, it's not juice." And there's a video of a kid, he's drinking it, and it's this sort of little sweet kid, and he goes, "Why is it? Is this water?" And he gets furious. It is so
But that's
funny.
such a great idea. I hadn't considered the water fountain.
Yeah,
fact
you
for-
can't use water fountains anywhere.
And how did I not figure out that hack on the Capri Sun?
Yeah.
You have to make sure that, because once you get all the juice up there, though, you have to kind of let it settle so there's an air bubble up there when you poke it through.
There you go.
That's the sweet stuff.
Okay.
Third bowl.
Chicks
Types
having
of liquid are impossible.
more cinnamon toast crunch. Yes, well,
This is a great day. I'm glad I came back. Fought that COVID off. It's a good day.
Can we get a video of you opening up a Capri Sun doing it that way?
Yes.
Because I
need to bring
I knew a
some with it.
phlebotomist that was incapable of,
most of them
of putting the straw in the Capri Sun without squirting herself in the face. That's quite the trick. Give me the teaser, Christy.
Coming up, we have French women going braless now. We have an elephant in the news that's making some interesting forays into testing CBD oil.
You're forgetting the biggest story.
What's that? Oh, yeah, Sean Connery's birthday.
And if we can, I'd like to hear Mr. Godwin's adventures in the life of Pat Godwin.
Oh, I met
recount
Sean Connery,
meeting
yeah.
Sean Connery.
There it is.
Okay, we'll get to that coming up. Pat met Sean Connery.
Yeah.
How cool is that? Well, thank you very much. All that's coming up, and when we come back, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, this is Henry Phillips, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Well, what else would you be doing with your time?
Hey, Henry Phillips, one of my favorites. Got to have him back in at some point as he probably begins traveling around touring in the near future. We all hope that the comedy clubs continue their reopening process. Greg Warren was on with us yesterday and said he's got a couple of tour dates coming up, I believe, at Funny Bones around the country. So that's good news for the comedy clubs and good news for you as well. Allie Breen on the way, zooming in right here on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union Entertainment News Desk. A preliminary investigation has found that singer Justin Townes Earl, son of Steve Earle, died of a probable drug overdose, according to police in Nashville. Officers did a welfare check Sunday after a friend reported nobody had heard from Earl since Thursday. Police found Earl dead at his home at the age of 38. There was no sign of struggle or foul play. Autopsy results are pending. Maybe what the world needs now is a book about rock and roll and fishing. That's where Iron Maiden guitarist Adrian Smith comes in. He's written a book called Monsters of River and Rock. He said in a statement he could have written a book just about fishing, but thought to make it different, he would include some music stories. Monsters of River and Rock comes out on November 3rd. And the Country Music Hall of Fame and Museum in Nashville is reopening September 10th. The museum has been closed since March 13th due to the pandemic. All exhibits that were running before the closure have been extended, but the Taylor Swift Education Center will stay closed. Visitors will be encouraged to wear masks and practice social distancing. The museum will intensify its cleaning procedures, especially for high-touched areas. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Spanning the globe to bring you the constant variety of
curvy cleavage on display.
The thrill of victory and the agony of defeat.
Don't touch those.
Sorry. The human drama of
curvy cleavage on display.
This is
The Bob and Tom Show. No shoes, no shirt, no talent.
I mean,
Q95, it's the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Cosby, the only one paying attention. Let's see now. Christy Lee has the forecast.
Q95, Fox 59 weather brought to you by CarX. Sunny and hot again today. Look for a high of 94.7. Tonight becoming cloudy. Chance for shower or thunderstorm, low 75. Scattered thunderstorms could be around tomorrow and a high of 90. 73. Friend of mine yesterday, rain in the front yard, sun in the back. Did you see any of that?
The mullet of weather.
It was so weird. Yeah.
Party in the back, business in the front.
That's right.
Something like that. What is it? Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Now, I detected it before, but I think it's going to happen.
What?
Let's see what's going on in the studio. Chick McGee's over there. He's back from his one-day battle with COVID-19.
Yeah.
You all right now?
I'm on the other side. That's right.
Okay.
Chick did not have COVID-19.
I think I had like COVID-18 and a half.
Did you?
Very good. There's Josh Arnold. Josh is not in just any chair. That's the IHateStevenSinger.com sidekick chair.
Hello.
Urging you to check out Steven Singer because maybe a little gift of jewelry right now in this weird world we're living in would do just the right thing. Okay?
Yes.
Willie Griswold's over there behind the glass. Behind the glass over there, it's Christy Lee. This is Tom speaking. There's Mr. Pat Godwin in the other building being brought to us by Closed Circuit TV. And then I'm not sure if it's a Zoom or what, but there's the lovely Jessica Alsman, blue eyes, a natural brunette, just waving her hair in the breeze.
Indeed.
I would kill to hear you never say the word natural ever again.
Coming up in the news, we have what they call naturalists.
It makes me feel squirmy. I can't imagine being a son hearing them talk like that.
Yeah, they call them naturalists instead of nudists now. With that,
Sure.
we had the big nudie camp thing yesterday, Chick.
Oh, yeah, in France.
Nudists, yeah, in France, yeah. Okay,
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Bob and Tom, it's Donnie Baker.
Oh, hello, Donnie.
Chick, I'm so glad you're back. You recovered faster from COVID than Usain Bolt did. I swear to God.
So, yeah.
Record time. And Tom, you talk about that nudist resort in France.
Yeah, nudies.
Did I ever tell you guys I was at a nudist camp with my band?
What? You were at a nudist camp?
I mean, yeah, but it was strictly business, Tom. Me and the Pork Pistols played this nudist colony called the Big Bear Resort. It's spelled like B-E-A-R.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Got that.
Well, anyways, it's New Year's Eve party. It's like a couple of years back. It's crazy. Like, everybody was naked. Even the valets were naked, you know, mostly. And since it was New Year's Eve, some of the dudes are wearing bow ties.
Classy.
That's nice. Yeah.
Up top and bottom, Christy.
Nice.
Oh, speaking of down below, there must have been a whole lot of shaving going on because there wasn't much hair south of the belly button on anybody.
Oh, really?
Really?
It's like there been some kind of a bubonic plague.
That's what that'd be, all right.
Well, anyway, the fact remains, there's one thing you need to know. At least 78% of nudists shouldn't be naked. And the other 32% shouldn't even be breathing.
Oh.
Swear to God. Christy, it looked like a Fleetwood Mac reunion gone bad. I'm like, damn, Stevie, no wonder why your skirts are always so long to hide your nipples all them years. I think I've seen Wilfred Brimley on drums, too. I'll say it like this, the older you are, the less nude you should be. State law, you know? And by the way, that night, when they was partying, they was also having a crawfish ball.
What? A crawfish boil?
I swear to God.
Why?
Yeah, it's a pretty good idea on their part, Tom. It helped mask a lot of the natural smells from Even though I can say this, freshly steamed front butt ain't going to be a cologne anytime soon. Swear to God. Nothing grosser than seeing naked people eating dinner and chewing on Werthers. There were a couple hot chicks there.
All right.
That were naked. You thought you had a hard time keeping eye contact when you're talking to some chick with huge squeezers wearing a T-shirt. It's damn near impossible to maintain eye contact regular at a nudie resort. You got heavy hangers everywhere you look. You look straight ahead, there's boobs. You turn to the right, jugs. You look left, check your blind spot, more fun bags. Look across the room, down at her waist, yep, antique hammers. No matter where you look, all naked.
Hey, listen, Donnie, so you guys are at this with the band. Did you actually perform naked?
Oh, that's a weird question for one grown man to ask another grown man, Tom.
Oh, sorry.
But if you have to know, yeah, our entire band basically played buck naked.
Oh,
to
boy.
be honest, I wasn't completely naked, Christy.
You weren't?
You know, I was wearing a sweatband under a gym sock,
Oh.
you know? And under the lights, I sort of looked like Cousin Eddie, you know, wearing that dickie in Christmas Vacation. Swear to God. It was either that or throw it over my shoulder like I was trying to burp a baby.
Yeah, right.
Of
course. And you have to wear the sweatbands because you're the lead singer, right?
You have to.
Yeah.
And I think everybody should go to a nudist resort at least once in their life. But do it when you're in your 20s. You know, like when you look good. You know, while your junk is still in the yard. Swear to God. Oh, and spoiler alert, while most of the dudes look like Larry King, there was one that looked sort of like Mick Mars from Motley Crue. So Scotty Winkler invited him on stage to play guitar with him. Not to say that he was sagging, but he could have used the sack as a foot pedal. Swear to God.
Man.
Yeah, home sweet home. I gotta go.
Okay, thank you, Donnie.
Yikes.
I'm bubonic plague.
Yeah.
Apparently, not a lot of hair there. Well, thank you very much, Donnie. I was saying that as we entered this portion of our program, I could feel a certain vibration, and I think most of you probably can too. Of course, I'm talking about the Ace Cosby joke of the day, ladies and gentlemen. It's not really a joke; it's a cultural observation.
It's educational. Now, we've all heard of the Knights of the Round Table.
Of course, yeah.
One of the knights actually invented the circle.
Oh, really?
Circumference.
Oh, circumference.
Oh, an old geometry joke.
Yes.
I'm not sure how old it is, but it's certainly a geometry joke.
Geometry's sacred jump. Never.
Now, we have Christy Lee once again in the next room behind the glass. It's the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom. Christy, what's happening?
A growing number of French women are ditching their bras in the name of comfort and liberty, according to a recent survey.
Right.
A trend that seems to have been triggered by the 3-month COVID-19 lockdown, in which many women have gotten used to going without the undergarment. Like a growing number of French women, 22-year-old student Leah Ramsey is giving up her bras. She said, quote, "This is the last bra I have left." She says as she fishes the bra out of a drawer, "I haven't worn it for at least 3 months. I think 2 or 3 months anyway, and I didn't wear it all summer."
Ooh la la.
Yeah, yes, indeed.
Ho, 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 ho.
Oh, wait. You want to see your boobies?
Oh, right. Oh, my God.
Okay. This is interesting. What does the COVID-19 have to do with going braless?
Because you're not going anywhere, so why wear a bra at home?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see.
And then yesterday there was big news on some of the beaches in France. They were asking ladies to cover up. You know, they've been topless for years.
Oh, yeah.
And they were like, what is that all about? And then the police had to go back and say, oh, we're sorry, we made a mistake.
I've heard there's a place in France where the naked ladies dance.
Yeah.
Wait.
There's a place in France where the ladies wear no pants and they don't have bras, so you can see their ooh la las. And I hope it lasts forever when COVID's gone in late December. There's a place in, there's also a link, but there's a place in France where the ladies wear no pants.
I apologize. I had no idea.
Who was that?
Amazing.
Was that Pepe La Scrotum?
No, Pierre Hardon.
Oh, Pierre Hardon.
Pierre Hardon.
Sorry. Yeah, because Pepe La Scrotum he sings a little bit lower.
Pierre Hardon.
Pierre Hardon.
Yeah. Fun.
I miss Pepe La Scrotum.
Do you?
Yeah, he was great. So why did the cops bust these?
I'm pulling up the story right now. It says a woman was asked to wear a top on a French beach, and the other women went, here we go, hold on.
Maybe she had ugly jugs.
Oh, my God.
Nothing worse.
Wasn't that the name of your band in high school?
That's right.
For a brief period Tuesday,
It's a jug band.
Yes, it was.
there was an incident in a coastal resort of
Jugs band.
in the coastal resort town in southwest France. 2 police officers apparently approached several women who were sunbathing topless on the beach and asked them to cover up. Apparently, the incident happened saying the police acted on a request from a family who was also on the beach. But women have the right in France to go topless. That's what the French law says.
As long as they're smoking.
Yes.
If you're on a beach, there's nothing in national law to prevent women going topless or wearing a monokini, which everybody knows is what?
Bottoms?
Bottoms only.
Yeah.
Yes.
A monokini?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Just bottoms.
That's a new word I'd never heard before.
Come on, wake up.
The no bikini at all? Wasn't that a joke in Rocky and Bullwinkle?
Yes. Nuclear testing. Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Bonjour, comment allez-vous?
Guess who it is?
It is me, Pepe Le Scrotum.
Pepe La Scrotum. Hey, Pepe, I thought that was you singing there for a second. It turned out to be, who was it again?
Pierre Hardon.
Pierre Hardon.
Pierre Hardon. Oh.
Do you know each other?
Oh, I know of his work. It's a very long career.
Okay, so Pepe, are you calling from France today?
Of course. Why would I come to your stupid, smelly American country?
Well, I'm not sure, but we're hearing that apparently French women are abandoning their brasiers during COVID-19.
Oh, which is très wonderful.
Oh, really?
Oh, have you heard about these people complaining?
Yeah.
Complaining about this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The terrorists have won, you know? Why would you stop the women from showing their freedom?
Yeah. What about deodorant? Have you quit wearing that too?
Quit? I never started.
Okay.
If you smell like a Frenchman, you do not want to cover that up with anything.
Oh, really?
Okay. You smell
Except perhaps a beautiful lady. Bonjour, Christy Lee. Comment allez-vous with you?
Now, can you say those three magic words in French?
Which three magic words are those?
Ho, ho, ho.
Those really are the only three words you need to know in French. Try this, Josh. You've never had a French lesson, have you?
No, I haven't.
Okay, repeat after me.
Oh, nice.
No, you're not doing it right.
I missed it.
Hey, Pepe, I always had a problem with that Maurice Chevalier thing, Thank Heaven for Little Girls. I just thought that was just really inappropriate.
Well, I really think he needs to be more specific about how little the girls are.
Yeah, I think.
Right.
Probably have a disclaimer at the beginning of that tune. Well, Pepe, it's been a pleasure speaking to you, and we have to go because
Well,
we
I
want.
wish I could say the same.
Okay. Because we have to.
What? It's mad.
We have to celebrate something from across the channel. Of course, I'm talking about the birthday of the great Sean Connery.
Indonesia.
How many candles?
90.
Can you believe it?
He was born August 25th, 1930 in Edinburgh, Scotland.
Wow.
So he celebrated his birthday yesterday. The beloved actor who starred as Agent 007 in the first Bond film, Dr. No, in 1962, went on to star in many more Bond films and a host of other movies.
Great
We all
actor.
know.
Lots of great movies. But
And psychologically made such an imprint on Tom Griswold.
Yeah, he
and the only James Bond, as far as I'm
There he
concerned,
goes.
is the best by far. And 90 years old.
Mm-hmm.
These days, he likes his Metamucil shaken, not stirred. Wow. These days, he'd probably prefer a nap to Pussy Galore.
Yeah.
I think, which of course is the character's name, by the way, don't get me wrong.
Godwin, you met him, huh?
Yeah, we did our little radio show from London, and we were checking into the Grosvenor House, a hotel there, and there he is in the lobby in a chair with a brown liquid and a cigar, and just relaxing, reading the paper. We're like, what the?
So you ran over. Hey, Sean Connery. Hey, Sean Connery. Hey, Sean Connery.
Not at all. We checked in, and then the fellow checking us in goes, don't even think about talking to him, interviewing him. He wants to be left alone. He does this every year. He takes a month off from his family and movies. This was 1991, and just stays at the hotel and reads.
And then Pat said, I wasn't going to talk to him. I was going to sing him a song.
No, I didn't do that either. He was there at the bar every night. And then finally, like 3 or 4 days later, I went to the gym by myself after partying for 4 days. And there he was on the bicycle. And I was pretending to kind of work out. I was all freaked out. And it's stone instead of pounds. So I put the bench press, I put a bunch of weight on, and the thing jammed on my throat. And he pulled it off, and I went, "Thank you, Mr. Bond." And he laughed. And that was our interaction.
Wow.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, he was incredible.
You could have died.
Yeah, it would have been
Totally worth it.
Yeah, Connery kills weird man in gym.
As we were leaving, he was in the lobby again, and we were all leaving. He goes, "See you, Sonny. Next time, check the weight."
Did he really say that?
Yeah, my friend goes, "What?"
Oh,
That's
my.
amazing.
Yeah.
We were eating dinner in the Bahamas, and my friend Steve came back to the table, and he goes, Sean Connery's eating in the other room.
Man.
And I went, really? Figuring he was making it up, because on the way to dinner, I'd been going through my speech about how he was the only real James Bond. And, of course, I had to go to use the men's room, and Mr. Connery was eating dinner.
Yeah. Awesome.
And so Steve wanted to go over and I said, do not, under any circumstances, approach that table. So, but happy birthday, Sean Connery.
Johnny C.
Hey, James Bond. Hey, Jimmy Bond. Hey.
Has he made any movies lately?
No, he retired and he stuck to it.
Yeah.
I saw a photo of him the other day with his wife, I guess, at 90.
How's he looking?
Just a little thin, the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
A little frail, maybe.
Well, your best Sean Connery James Bond film? Anyone?
The Thunderball's my favorite.
I think so too.
Pretty good.
I think that's.
I could never really stand any of those.
What?
Didn't care for him?
Yeah, for my money,
James Bond, there are a couple that with Daniel Craig are okay, but
Yeah, for my money, the only real James Bond is Pierce Brosnan.
Really?
Wow.
I like Boston. I don't really have problems with any of the Bonds.
Oh, yeah.
But
I couldn't watch the Roger Moore ones.
I think they're okay.
Idris Elba should be the next James Bond. Nobody listens to me. It's fine. It's okay. I'll live with it.
Nobody listens. It's been in. That's right. Talking about that for years.
Okay, best Bond song? Of course.
My favorite Bond song is Barry Bonds by Kanye West.
Oh, that's a good one.
All right. That's such a great song. But,
I like
well, happy birthday, Sean Connery.
Isn't Thunderball a remake?
Thank you very much.
Thunderball was remade as Never Say Never Again.
No. Are you sure?
Or was Dr. No remade as Thunderball?
Is that one of the ones that was by a different studio?
I thought wasn't Thunderball remade as one of the later ones?
Oh, yeah, I thought it was Never Say Never Again where Connery's...
That's the worst one.
Wasn't Thunderball Raiders of the Lost Ark? And then...
Never Say Never Again doesn't have the John Barry music, so it's terrible. Even though Sean Connery is in it.
James Bond begins and ends with George Lazenby.
He is good.
He was too good.
Not a bad one.
Only
Was
made
that the
one.
very first one?
It was the second.
He shone too bright.
Yes.
Of the Sean Connery era.
So wait a minute, who was the very first James Bond?
There was a TV. There was like a TV movie version of it, I think, in England or something.
Oh.
In any event, give me the teaser, Christy. What else have you got going?
Well, we have a Nike delivery that kind of had something very special inside.
Oh, a kid got caught in it or something?
No.
I'm not done stitching.
We have our car into the Home Depot, which we never got it. We never got to yesterday.
You know what I want to tell you about right now? This is Josh gave me a great idea.
As I often do.
It's the Just Because gift.
You can't stop him.
And Josh is, of course, sitting in the IHateStevensinger.com sidekick chair. But maybe it's time in these odd times to throw him or her a little bit of something just for no reason. Just the Just Because gift. Oh, look, here's a package. Oh, it's from Steven Singer Jewelers. I wonder what's in here. And, hey, it's going to be something very cool because Steven's got, you're familiar with the roses. Of course, he's got all the famous gold-dipped roses. Sure. But now... Stephen has a bunch of special stuff, including that array of engagement rings, plus no hassle, no risk, because with Steven Singer, there's the 100-day, 100% money-back guarantee. And then how much will the shipping be on that, Josh?
It's free.
It's free. Also, they pride themselves on their very safe shipping. And if you order before, usually about 2 in the afternoon, that's probably going to go out that day. So check it out by going to IHateStevensinger.com. They've got the Ready for Love engagement ring collection that I mentioned. And maybe it's time for just a random bracelet. Wouldn't that be nice? Oh, look, there's some earrings for you, baby. How about that? IHateStevensinger.com.
Call her baby a lot. They love that.
Well, chick, whatever you are. Never mind.
Baby.
Forgot I said that.
Skirt.
Ace, what does your friend call you?
Baby.
Baby? Oh, that's nice. Okay, Ace, baby. Ace, baby. Let's see, I got to pick out someone who's actually in a relationship. Oh, there we go. Thank God she's here. Jessica Alsman, what do you call your man?
In a relationship.
What do you call your... Yeah, but you already told me he doesn't call you anything but your name.
That's true.
Does he call you...
I usually call him Boo or Boo Thing.
Boo Thing?
Okay, Boo Thing. Mm-hmm.
What's Donnie call you?
Boo.
Okay.
So it's Boo Boo.
I'm like, hey, Boo.
Whatever you say, Yogi.
Okay.
Well, you know, Christy's thing, she calls her boyfriend honey, and her boyfriend calls her when he's in the mood. Okay.
Okay, fine. And to wrap this all up, Ace, when the mood is right, what exactly do you say to your lady friend?
It's time.
Oh,
it's time.
Good Lord, the most chilling words ever.
I can just see Ace holding a martini glass.
I thought you were going to say holding a gun.
Well, that would be.
It's time.
That would be rather non-consensual.
I said it's time.
He never said how he says it.
I want to apologize to Steven Singer.
Just assumed it was in a cool way.
Check it out. IHateStevensinger.com. Sorry, Steven. I promise that will never happen again. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
More Bob and Tom next. Got a comment? Our email is bobandtom@bobandtom.com.
Hello. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. This has been Chick McGee speaking.
Hey, don't forget about BobandTomStore.com. All the latest Bob and Tom hats, T-shirts, sweatshirts, anything that's Bob and Tom related is available right there at BobandTomStore.com. Don't forget, the holidays are right around the corner. If you have a Bob and Tom fan in your life, makes a great stocking stuffer. That's BobandTomStore.com.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. Lucas Giolito pitched the first no-hitter of the pandemic-delayed Major League season, striking out 13 and permitting just one runner in a walk and leading the White Sox over the Pirates 4-0. Other winners yesterday in interleague action: Detroit, Kansas City, and Seattle. American League winners: Houston, Tampa Bay, Cleveland, Boston, the Angels, and Oakland. And the National League winners: Miami, Philly, Milwaukee, Miami, Colorado, and San Francisco. Hockey playoff winners yesterday: Tampa Bay in overtime beating Boston 4-3, and Vancouver beat Vegas. And from the NBA, the Clippers took a 3-2 lead in their first-round series by setting a franchise record for points in a playoff game, 154-111 over the Dallas Mavericks. And Jamal Murray scored 33 of his 42 while playing every minute of the second half to help the Nuggets avoid elimination, a 117-107 win over the Utah Jazz in Game 5. And Jamaica's Minister of Health says legendary sprinter Usain Bolt has tested positive for the coronavirus. Bolt said he's trying to be responsible and will stay indoors and self-quarantine. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
What if someone in the audience shouts out a request?
I'll fight him.
More corn. You got to fight them, yeah. I get this a lot now. I get requests.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, just in the first couple minutes of my set, people will start yelling out, "Closer!" We want to hear the closer. I'm like, oh, man, they must love that part.
Yeah, Flute Man Greg. Bring on Warren.
I don't have a bit called Get Off the Stage.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night.
Some like Bud, some like Schmitz, but for me, it's
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
Sit down, my sons, I've something to say, like my father told me on his dying day. And now to my own sons I pass this along, for my time is at hand, and soon I'll be gone. Yes, you done it? Oh, yeah. I've tried to teach you what's right and what's wrong. Be upright, be honest, be brave and be strong. Be kind and be true to the good friends you've made, and never turn down a chance to get laid. To the big ones, the small ones, the short ones, the tall ones, the skags and the hags, the free and the paid. To the rich ones, the poor ones, the drunk on the floor ones. If they're ugly, son, pull down the shade. But never turn down a chance to get laid. Boys, now I lay here, my body is broke. I pray that you're heeding these last words I've spoke. And as I meet my maker, I thank him for the chance for me getting into all of your mother's pants. Do the hot ones, the cold ones, the young ones, the old ones, the street-walking hooker, the cook or the maid. Do the punks and the junkies, the grumpies, the frumpies. It's your father's dying crusade. Boys, never turn down a chance to get laid. The sleazy, the easy, the smelly, the greasy, the smutty, the slutty, the chubby ones too. Do the classic two-bagger, the the two-legged tail wagger. And boys, you will know when you're through, when you've found one you love who loves you. But till you do the black ones, the white ones, the loose ones, the tight ones, the freaks and the geeks, the uniques, the antiques, do the nasty and mean.
Thanks, Dreamboat. 846 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
I hope you're paying attention. Keep paying attention. That's going to happen throughout the day on Q95. Let me see. I look around the room and I see, oh, there's Christy. She's got the forecast.
I sure do. Sunshine today, high of 94. Scattered thunderstorms tomorrow, 90. We have 74 degrees currently.
Okay, thank you very much. It's going to be toasty. Speaking of toast, how was your cinnamon toast crunch?
Yeah,
very good. Very good. Thank you, Chick McGee. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Let's see now.
It's going right through me.
Oh, you didn't have to tell us that.
Once again.
I might have to duck out here.
Once again, Chick McGee tried the Cinnamon Toast Crunch for the first time, and for someone who said he didn't like it, ate 3 bowls.
That must be some fiber in there I didn't know about.
It's the milk, I think, that's getting you, isn't it?
Is that what it
Did
is?
we not review? Where was I?
Are we on?
Yeah,
3 bowls.
We're back. Pat Godwin's in the other building. We got him on closed circuit TV. She's at home. It's the lovely Jessica Alsman. And I want to ask you a question in a second, Jess. There's Ace, there's Chick, I'm Tom, that's Josh. Christy Lee's through the glass over there. Willie G is through the glass over there. It's great seeing you. Now, real quick, before we get to this, Jessica, I know you joined us just a few minutes ago. At dinner last night, this came up as a topic, and I just think it's such a great question. If you could be in the world of a TV show as if it were real, in other words, you could be in space on Star Trek. You could be in New York City with friends, but it would be real life for a week. What show would you want to be in?
Wow. Oh, man.
No,
Maybe
Ace said he'd want to be
never
in.
age?
What show?
For many times. Ace wanted to be in Green Acres.
Oh, yeah?
Which would have been interesting.
I wonder what I'd grow.
What would you grow?
Mustache?
Hot.
I have
of course. Dope.
I have a very funny joke.
Tolerance to hatred?
That's safer than my joke.
So you asked Jessica, and then you went to Ace. So
I'm giving Jessica time to think.
She had an answer.
She had an answer.
Nobody heard it because you were running your trap.
What was your answer?
Well, mine wouldn't be realistic. I said The Simpsons, but I'm obviously not a cartoon, so that wouldn't work.
That's a great answer.
I think it's fair.
Some guy said
age.
the Jetsons.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Josh wants to be on the Muppet Show so he can bang Miss Piggy.
Well, not just Miss Piggy.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Must you go down?
Janice from Dr. Teeth?
Must you go down vulgar lane?
Huh? Like you haven't thought of it.
I got to call. By the way, Jessica, I've got to call your boyfriend. My dishwasher we're having a funeral for it today, apparently.
Hey, get on the train. He helped me out. I'm getting one Monday. I can't wait.
It's going to take that long? Okay.
There's a national shortage
of dishwashers
thanks to COVID. A lot of factories kind of had to shut down when So
well,
a lot of people are like, "Where's my stuff?" It's like, get in line.
Okay. The one I got probably is nowhere near the one you're going to get, so you might be in luck.
They might have that.
Yeah,
They might have
his dishwasher. His dishwasher actually has a Rolls-Royce engine.
Right.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I did not go that route. I went the normal people route. Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
So you might be
Appliances
okay.
and lumber, big shortage. So builders are
perfect timing
losing
for
their
me.
mind.
Now, we did learn something this morning that I did not know. That, of course, involves Capri Sun. And I was complaining
that, of
because
course, involves Capri Sun.
The Capri Sun.
The Capri Sun, when you take that little straw that they give you.
Right.
Special slanted
And
straw.
so far, that's still legal, the little plastic straw.
So far.
The cancel police haven't taken that away yet.
I'm surprised they haven't repackaged Capri Sun.
I bet they're working on something.
I bet you're right.
You're right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what a nice paper straw. So you just try to break that Capri Sun hymen. And it doesn't. But we've been giving away. Every time I do it, I would get squirted, and of course, you have to take it to the soccer games for the little kids because they have to have their treats. But apparently, Josh, you want to run this? Can we maybe get a video of this?
Yeah. So you've kind of got the Capri Sun there, and it's a little flat. Yeah, the pouch.
Oh yeah.
So what you do is you squeeze the sides
ever so slightly.
Yeah, so that this front part pushes out more,
and
provides you more
and then you break
access to the hymen.
Okay,
yeah,
very good. Good to know. Do you have any hacks for us, Jessica?
Well, adventures in adulting here at the, whatever you want to call it, homestead. I thought I was being responsible by putting new light bulbs in the garage.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
And all of a sudden, my garage door opener, it stopped working. The door wouldn't open. I thought I reset something wrong. So yada, yada, yada. Check YouTube. Apparently, certain light bulbs put off this frequency that will interfere with garage door openers.
What?
I had no idea.
Wait a minute. Tom's got
What?
this. He's saying, oh, sure, yeah.
And I knew this
that.
only because I recently had a garage door opener installed, and he said you're going to have to get it. You need to be careful with light bulbs. Or special.
They sell special bulbs.
Right.
They sell bulbs that are just for garage door openers.
I had no idea, Jess.
LED light bulb, and I checked everything. Donnie's like, just replace the batteries, and I'm like, this is ridiculous.
That's good to know.
That's a great tip because I had no idea. I had never heard that.
Yeah, I would
You
have
get
never
light
known.
bulbs. I think there should be an FCC marking on it that says it won't interfere or just get garage door or garage light bulbs.
Yeah,
I had no idea.
you can just order the special.
Yeah, very good. But that's very important. Thank you for
thank you.
Actual informational show today. That's very
except
good.
for the people that are the fixers of garage doors are probably like, why would you tell everybody that?
There's going to be a shortage of garage door light bulbs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't you love the electric garage door thing, though?
Yeah.
Yes.
We didn't
Well,
have
they
that.
break.
We didn't have that when I was a kid.
Same here. We know.
Yeah, you had to go get out of the car.
And of course, we had the door to the garage at my house apparently was designed in medieval times.
Weighed 1,000 pounds? Yeah.
I could lift it till I was 14. That was a rather heavy door. Christy Lee is at the news desk. What else have you got, Christy?
Hey, a man in New York City found fully grown worms inside his Nike delivery recently.
What?
Ben Smithy's order from Nike arrived earlier this week in a sealed, undamaged box. But when he opened it, he discovered significant-sized worms sitting on top of his items.
Talk about bait and switch.
He said he ran outside to try and
Would have been
deworm
really
it.
cool if he'd ordered a whip.
Oh my God, Josh, that's so good. It's a street joke almost. Oh my gosh, is that funny?
He said he ran
up the story.
He said he ran outside to try and deworm his clothes before immediately throwing them on the COVID cycle in the washing machine. There's a COVID cycle in your washing machine now?
Well, hot.
Apparently.
Smithy contacted Nike about his worm-filled delivery, but said the customer service was less than awesome or helpful at the time. It was only after his images were posted onto social media that the company reached out to offer him an apology as well as a refund, replacement, and gift card.
Well, I don't know why he didn't expect it. He ordered the early bird delivery.
Oh,
as you know, Josh, the early bird
Gets the worm.
Gets the worm, indeed. Yeah.
Very good.
very good.
It's still unclear how the worms ended up in his delivery box.
It's cool that Nike is helping, but I've had this kind of issue with trying to return something. One time I ordered a sandwich from a sandwich company that delivers, and my sandwich came with no meat. And I called, and I didn't get a vegetarian sandwich. I called and I go, hi, I got a sandwich, and there's just lettuce and tomato on it. Could I get some meat, please? And the guy made me give him the sandwich. I had to get it out. He goes, if you want this sandwich, you have to give me the old sandwich. I go, I took a bite out of it. It's in the trash. But he made me go through my trash and give him the trash sandwich. And I'm sure it was his manager. It wasn't the guy's fault. But yeah, I had to prove that it was just a vegetable sandwich.
I ain't got to pull anything over on the knife. Getting rid of the free sandwich with me.
What kind of mid-level jackass boss goes, well, we're going to give me the sandwich?
Yeah.
Well, he probably thought he already ate the sandwich and he was trying to get a free one, maybe.
Okay, well, so don't expect to get worms in your boxes.
Well,
unless you're
of
ordering
course
from Bass Pro Shop.
Well,
there might be
And
some.
that's very handy. Well, good to know. Christy, give me the teaser, please.
Oh, we still have to get to our Home Depot story. We have a petting zoo. We have an elephant in the news. And we have Allie Breen, don't we, today?
We do.
A lot going on.
Did you see this Plaxico Burris story, chick?
I did. I don't understand it.
But apparently he's launching a porno site?
No, he's launching a site about things that go on in his life, not necessarily porn, but it's on a porno provider.
Oh, okay. Bizarre.
And it's $15.30 a month.
Oh, well, okay.
So there you go.
Who wants to know what's going on?
Not me.
Isn't he the guy that got shot?
He shot himself.
Especially not.
Oh, well.
He had the
Pay
gun
for
in
it.
the nightclub down his pants.
Perfect.
See, the anaconda was down there.
We'll find out more when we come back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. Tell us what you think. Call 888-BOB-TOM-1. More of the Bob and Tom Show next.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night.
Might as well shoot me when the beer runs out.
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
Don't forget about Bob and Tom's YouTube channel. You can subscribe now at no cost. Click that red button and join over 100,000 other Bob and Tom fans from around the world who have already subscribed. Again, it costs you nothing. It's absolutely free to subscribe to Bob and Tom's YouTube channel. You can watch Bob and Tom Tonight, Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. 20 minutes of video highlights from today's Bob and Tom Show tonight. That's what you'll see there on the Bob and Tom YouTube channel. Also, you can get lost in the little wormhole of the Bob and Tom archives and highlights from the show right there on Bob and Tom's YouTube channel.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union News Desk. The second day of the Republican National Convention took a decidedly different, more positive tone, with an emphasis on Americans who say they have benefited from President Donald Trump's policies. Trump sought to leverage the full weight of the presidency behind his reflection effort, blending official acts and campaigning. The convention aired a video featuring Trump signing a pardon for John Ponder, an ex-con who now runs an acclaimed prison reentry program. He later presided over a naturalization ceremony for new Americans. The use of the White House as a backdrop continued with First Lady Melania, who capped off the evening with a speech from the newly renovated Rose Garden. More than 500,000 people have been ordered to evacuate the Texas and Louisiana coasts ahead of Hurricane Laura. It's the largest U.S. evacuation of the pandemic. Forecasters expect Laura to grow to a major Category 3 hurricane over the warm waters of the Gulf of Mexico before hitting the U.S. coastline late tonight or early Thursday. And in light of the coronavirus pandemic, Kentucky Fried Chicken has suspended the use of its finger-licking good slogan after 64 years. The company announced yesterday that tagline is the most inappropriate slogan for 2020. The pause will just be for a little while, they say, and the slogan will be back when the time is right. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
I want to know what you do while you're pumping gas. You're on your phone, aren't you?
Typically, I am, doing a crossword puzzle or calling someone.
You're not supposed to be on your phone either.
Right? That's a myth.
You don't even turn your car off when you get gas?
Shh.
Are you serious?
You're just as dangerous as the smoker.
Oh, my God, Tom.
I know for a fact he doesn't.
Your car off.
A guy that I know that is a race car driver told me that that's unnecessary.
A race car?
And he doesn't.
You mean a guy who has a pit crew?
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, man, this is Donnie Baker, and this is Bob and Tom 24/7. I swear to God it is. That's like all day and most of the night.
Hello, everyone. I'm Chick McGee, and this is my first song. Oh, this is my posse. Hello, ladies.
Hi, chick. Oh, yeah.
This is a song that's called... Well, no, it's not
not called Chick. It's a song that I'm very familiar with. My life as a ladies' man.
He can't get enough.
Oh, I heard that.
He can't get enough.
Yes, yes, yes. Take off your dress.
He can't get enough.
Tell me something I don't know.
He can't get enough.
Nasty tough. Nasty tough. Nasty stuff. Nasty stuff.
He can't get enough.
Yeah.
Nasty stuff. Nasty stuff.
They're wet, Chick. I don't know what happened there. Well, you know, I am a badass. Stanky? Well, thank you very much.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, that's very good. I'd give that a right on, brother.
Right on.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry, I've lost you. I don't know what you're trying to say.
Can't get enough.
Oh, yeah.
2 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Christy Lee has the forecast.
Q95, Fox 59 weather, brought to you by our good Car X man. Sunshine, high 94, becoming cloudy overnight, down to 75. Scattered thunderstorms possible tomorrow. 90, it's 74 currently.
Joshy, what's going on over there?
Well, FanDuel Sportsbook has a slam dunk offer just in time for the NBA playoffs. New users get special plus 2,000 odds for any team to make the NBA Finals. Just pick a team, then bet $10 for your chance to win $200 if they make it. This is even available on favorites like Bucks and Lakers. And FanDuel pays out in as little as 24 hours. Download the FanDuel Sportsbook app to get started and be sure to sign up with my promo code WFBQ so they know that I sent you. That's FanDuel Sportsbook promo code WFBQ. FanDuel, more ways to win. You must be 21 or older and present in Indiana. New users only. Must wager on designated boost market. Max bonus $200. See full terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-9-WITH-IT. FanDuel Sportsbook, WFBQ.
Thank you, FanDuel. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Let's see. It's great to be here in the big room with Ace, Chick, and Josh. I'm Tom. Then in the ancillary facilities, we have Willie G over there, Christy Lee over there in that room.
In the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom.
Oh, very nice.
Yes.
And Jessica Alsman's at home.
Hello.
And Pat Godwin's in the other building being
down the hall,
brought to us with closed circuit television.
Okay.
Very, very nice. It's good to see everybody. Now, we were talking about car washes. Christy, do you want to explain why?
Yeah, because there was a guy in Australia who went to one of those car washes, not the kind that you go on the track and drive through, but you park and you get out and spray.
They got those
and he
little
took
super
a shower.
powerful hoses with a big long stem. And
Yes.
I love those things.
Yes, he took a shower in one with somebody was
His buddy was
not
spraying.
only photographing, but somebody was spraying him down.
Yeah, apparently the chemicals in that one, in the foam.
Could not be good for you.
Maybe a bit caustic, huh?
Now, the other kind of car wash, the kind you drive through.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
You drive in and then it tows you through.
Right.
We have a letter about one of those.
All right.
This is from Janie.
Hi, Janie.
She writes, I was at an automated car wash behind an elderly woman who went completely through the car wash without any of the automated features activating. Not knowing what to do, she got out of her car and walked back through the car wash.
Oh, no.
And she asked me what to do. I said, well, try pulling back around and you can have the wash that I paid for. It was very sweet. She agreed and started walking back through the car wash toward her car.
Oh, I know what's going to happen.
She was walking quite slowly, and I guess I got a little impatient. I let off the brake on my car so I could inch a little bit forward, and I set off the automatic hoses.
Oh.
To my horror,
she did make it.
I watched as her little crocheted vest flew over her head.
Oh, my God.
As she struggled to make her way back to her car.
We're all going to hell.
Very well written.
She finally made it. Got in the car soaking wet. By the way, I drove through and completed my wash. Okay, thank you very much. Love Janie. Thank you, Janie.
What a jerk. He had to add, I got my wash.
Yeah. It was a woman, Chip.
Janie got her wash. Okay. I'm sorry.
Janie got her
wash. Coming up, the lovely Allie Breen will be joining us. We'll find out about your love life. I was just informed I don't have to worry about being able to open a Capri Sun at the kids' games this fall because you can't bring snacks anymore.
What?
Oh, yeah. Michelle Obama strikes again.
What?
Hates fat kids.
What do you mean you can't?
Doesn't want any snacks.
No, it's COVID.
Oh, COVID. Okay.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
Yeah, because
I
God
had the
knows
COVID.
COVID lives on the Capri Suns.
You know, I had the COVID. You hear? I'm okay.
Yesterday, you were on yesterday.
Yeah, God bless you.
Day.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
I mean, the snacks are prepackaged, for God's sake.
I know. What the hell?
Oh, God, I don't know.
I think people are just taking precautions.
Yeah, you want to be sick or not?
That's a stupid
You don't want this COVID. I had it yesterday for about 3 hours. It's awful.
Is it rough?
Yeah.
Can I have your ventilator?
Sure.
Okay, good. Christy, back to you.
An Alabama woman arrested after not driving through a car wash, but driving her car into a Home Depot.
Has anybody seen this video?
Security footage from the store in Trussville shows a Pontiac Sunfire. Nice. Backing in through the front.
Isn't Trussville outside Hernia Acres?
It is, yeah.
I thought, yeah.
Is it Truss, like Truss?
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. It's next to Girdle town.
Trussville.
That's right.
God, I love the word girdle. I love that word. Thank you, Josh.
Torn muscle wall, you know. Oh.
Girdle went away. It was replaced by Spanx.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
There are no more girdles?
not really.
So we're losing the word?
Well, yeah, nobody uses girdle, do they, Jessica?
Girdle is outdated.
No.
I would think corset before girdle.
Yeah, corsets are big, but not
Because
girdles.
it sounds sexy.
I've never seen a sadder look on Tom's face than
Yeah, his
hearing
heart
girdles
broken.
out.
My mom used to talk about girdles.
Okay. Did she?
That seems kind of creepy.
I'm going to do the Aunt Flossie needs her girdle cleaned.
Didn't you used to help Paula with her girdle? The maid that used to be in charge of you, Tom? You remember Paula who gave you a shower before you got too big to shower?
Paula never gave me a shower.
Oh, what a big boy. Oh, my goodness.
Paula made one hell of a strudel, I'll tell you that.
Oh, boy. Euphemistically?
No, just an actual strudel.
I bet.
Paula was a big gal. Did I tell you that?
Was she
So she probably didn't wear a girdle.
quite elderly, I might add.
So what good was she? She's supposed to be a maid. She probably couldn't get around like she used to, right?
Well, it's like anything else.
Did you have something on your dad? Is that it?
Photos.
State's evidence?
She'd actually practically raised him, too. It was a very weird situation.
Bomb secret? Okay.
Yeah. She came over pre-WW1.
Your father used to be...
Yeah, she was really old.
Wow.
Pre-Kaiser?
Yeah.
She landed in the States, I think, like 1915 or something.
Yeah. She used to chill with Franz Ferdinand.
Yeah.
There you go.
So,
Can't get back to the store and
what was the story again?
Please do. Some Home Depot.
security footage from a store in Trussville,
I don't think I've ever heard Christy more defeated in my life.
Alabama.
But this is really funny.
Shows a Pontiac Sunfire backing in through the front entrance and clipping the doors before erratically driving through the store Friday, August 14th. Trussville police identified the suspect as 42-year-old Gwendolyn Braswell of
Not even
Birmingham.
an old person.
Pardon me?
Not even an old person?
No, 42 years old. Ms. Braswell was arrested and booked into the Jefferson County Jail on August 20th on a $58,000 bond. According to police, she not only knocked the doors through, but she stole a leaf blower and dehumidifier before driving out of the store.
She gets out of the car. She's running around. It's insane.
Yeah.
I mean, it is
People
fall
are
time.
screaming.
You've got to get your leaf blower and dehumidifier.
Yes.
You know, it's the season.
Sure.
Wow.
I couldn't get it into my cart. Had to go pick it up right off the floor.
And she's
It's a
42.
smash and grab. That's what she was doing. She knows.
But she's driving a vehicle. First of all, like, for example, the guy that was doing the self-car wash thing, getting sprayed by his buddy, that's obviously a TikTok or whatever.
Sure.
Whatever the hell the latest one is, Tumblr, whichever one of those.
Tumblr? No, that's not.
No, I can't keep track.
And now here's up-to-date phrases with Tom Griswold.
Testicular, whichever the
that would
newest
have
one
been
is.
like if you would have said all the music these days, it's on CDs or whatever the new thing is, the 8-track.
You know, those hippie kids with their 8-track.
Whatever.
No, it's all right. It's hard to keep track.
But I mean, this isn't a stunt for TikTok. She's 42.
She's a thief. Like Jessica said, this was a smash and grab.
I think it was just a mistake.
A
No, she drives in. She backs into the front door of the home.
You've never jammed your foot down on the gas instead of hitting the brake. That's never happened to you.
She backed in. She did it on purpose.
You've never backed in accidentally instead of hitting the brake.
And her way of saying, I'm sorry I did this was, well, I'll take this for the road. And I'll walk out because I obviously can't take my car.
No, she drove out.
Yeah, then she drives out.
Oh, yeah, she
and
drives
there are people
out.
screaming and. Yeah. Was there a passenger?
I don't know.
Okay, I'm just asking. In the a Winona Ryder, if you will.
Oh my God!
Oh yeah, she was a famous klepto for a little bit, wasn't she?
Hang on a second. You did that for that? Is that what I'm hearing?
JP was plugging it all day yesterday.
I'm sorry, I have to.
All day.
All day yesterday. For Winona Ryder.
Speaking of TikTok, a video of two sisters has gone viral. It shows the girls after they realized in the middle of their TikTok video that they were using Grandma's urn as a phone stand. 20-year-old Tira Samzak told BuzzFeed she and her little sister had gone into their mother's room to film a TikTok dance because it was the cleanest room of the house. She found a small teacup-like object in her mom's closet that looked sturdy enough to hold the phone. But just as Smazabek started recording, her sister realized their phone stand was in fact the urn containing their grandmother's ashes.
Must have been a small lady.
They're shocked. Well, you can get them in different sizes. Sometimes they spread them out between family members. Sometimes they bury
a teacup worth of ashes. Seems like I said, I guess maybe it's just me.
Can we continue with
their shocked reactions were captured in the video that has since garnered about 17 million views. Sosmak says if her grandmother was around still, she would definitely be laughing so hard at the video.
Would she?
Yeah.
Probably fill up a pretzel jug, though.
At least they didn't confuse her with the...
What?
One of those big Utz containers?
That's a fat woman.
That's a large lady there.
She's dancing. It's a new it's a new delivery system. It's thick tuck for the heavy set gal who likes to dance. That's a tiny little teacup worth of grandma.
Could have been worse. They could have confused her with the instant coffee container.
My dad's cut up 6 ways.
Yeah, I was going to say my dad's in a little heart-shaped container. So I mean, because we spread most of his ashes,
Did
and I
he
kept
just
some.
say
Divided, I should have said.
Yeah. No, they didn't bother burning them. They just cut them up and said, here.
Yeah.
Who wants a
You
leg?
take-
It's like Thanksgiving.
Yeah, putting the gram in grandma. She's like a line of. Never mind. Oh God, who puts grandma on a teacup?
Like I said, it's teacup sized. It wasn't a teacup itself.
Right.
There are different kinds of urns, and
It's too late. He heard what he heard.
Whatever. I'm done.
He'll tell us tomorrow. I heard about that old lady got buried in the teacup. It's unbelievable. Can you believe it?
You know what they're doing now?
You'll never believe what they're doing now.
I'm the one who told you.
Good Lord. What an idiot.
Well, thanks to TikTok, we can know her memory is eternal. Now, coming up, we're going to talk with the lovely comedian Allie Breen about what's going on in the world of contemporary dating, et cetera, et cetera.
What they're doing now.
But first, Josh and Christy.
Yeah, if you're looking for ways to save more money each month, look no further, ladies and gentlemen. Navy Federal Credit Union offers members great ways to lower their interest rates and save more money.
You know what one easy option is there, Christy
No,
Lee?
what would that be?
You can transfer your credit card balance to a new Navy Federal Platinum credit card and save with a low intro APR.
The only thing easier would be printing your own money.
That's right. But since that's illegal, Navy Federal's here with their lowest rate card, the Platinum card. It's perfect for large purchases you might need extra time to pay off.
You know another great way to save, Josh? Refinancing your auto loan. And that is going to help you with Navy Federal because members save more when they refi with Navy Federal. Enjoy low rates, flexible payments, and terms.
Plus, I've heard, Christy, when you refi your auto loan from another lender with Navy Federal, you'll get a $200 bonus.
Wow, that's easy.
Free money, everybody.
Yeah. Apply online or in the mobile app. Visit NavyFederal.org to learn more. And remember, you don't have to be an active military personnel. You can be family members of personnel like Josh and I.
Yes.
Because at Navy Federal, members are the mission.
Exactly. Terms and conditions apply. Credit and collateral subject to approval. Refinanced loan must be at least $5,000 to be eligible for the $200 bonus. Message and data rates, that's right, I say data, not data, may apply, insured by the NCUA. Thomas,
Very nice.
Sounds like a Twilight Zone. Terms and conditions may apply.
Well, I was taking my time and not running out of...
Guy, you can't do it right.
Scared the hell out of me.
Thank you. Don't worry. Can you blow the COVID that way?
This COVID is killing me, fellas. I can't take it much longer.
I got to put my mask on. We'll be right back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Jessica Alsman and Allie Breen on a Wednesday. We like to call it Hump Day from time to time. It's August 26, 2020. I have my first NFL fantasy football draft this evening. Looking forward to that. Going to be zooming in, socially distanced, and then a second one on Friday night. 2 different leagues. How about that? Wednesday and Friday. Hopefully, there'll be an NFL season that we can cheer for, huh?
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union Entertainment News Desk. A preliminary investigation has found that singer Justin Townes Earl, son of Steve Earle, died of a probable drug overdose, according to police in Nashville. Officers did a welfare check Sunday after a friend reported nobody had heard from Earl since Thursday. Police found Earl dead at his home at the age of 38. There was no sign of struggle or foul play. Autopsy results are pending. Maybe what the world needs now is a book about rock and roll and fishing. That's where Iron Maiden guitarist Adrian Smith comes in. He's written a book called Monsters of River and Rock. He said in a statement he could have written a book just about fishing, but thought to make it different, he would include some music stories. Monsters of River and Rock comes out on November 3rd. And the Country Music Hall of Fame and Museum in Nashville is reopening September 10th. The museum has been closed since March 13th due to the pandemic. All exhibits that were running before the closure have been extended, but the Taylor Swift Education Center will stay closed. Visitors will be encouraged to wear masks and practice social distancing. The museum will intensify its cleaning procedures, especially for high-touched areas. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch is launching a powdered seasoning.
Yes! My letters have been answered.
I'm going to put you as my emergency contact just in case I ever get into a place where I'm snorting Cinnadust on the dresser somewhere.
No, I would not be the correct person.
So this comes in like a little jar?
I would assume just like...
or a shaker or whatever?
Yeah, like cinnamon comes
so you
in.
It comes in a little bag about the size of a quarter.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, fellas. This is Floyd Tucker, the over-the-road trucker. This is Bob and Tom's program 24/7.
Well, I was flipping through the channels on my TV set last night when I came across some televangel preacher guy. And he was talking about some prophecies, and I think I heard him say that tomorrow was the end of the world. And so then I went into my kitchen and I reached for the top shelf and I grabbed the finest wine that I could find. 'Cause there's no need for me to save the finer things for later anymore, since tomorrow is the end of the world. So then I got into my car and drove to Hollywood and Vine, and I asked some guy where I could score some blow. And then I went up to the prettiest hooker I could find and asked if I could do a line of coke off of her hooters. Well, much to my surprise, she said she didn't have any hooters. And much to my surprise, I didn't care. 'Cause there's no need for me to not be getting transvestite hookers anymore, since tomorrow is the end of the world. So have a smoke, shoot some smack, punch a little kid in the face. And while you're at it, steal some old lady's groceries. 'Cause there's no need to not be an old lady grocery stealing, kid punching, smack shooting guy anymore, since tomorrow is the end of the world. When I woke up this morning, I took a look around, and of course I saw that everything was fine. But I'm still gonna have to thank that televangel preacher guy, 'cause I had myself a really lovely time.
Hi, this is Drew Hastings, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Scott, I understand that you are a history buff. Is that it?
Friars Club roasted George Washington. I think the jokes would be great. I think some will be. George Washington's a great man, but what's with the outfit? Knee-high boots, a silky blouse? Are you the father of this country or the fairy godmother? Seriously, if we wanted to be ruled by an old queen, we wouldn't have left England. And a powdered wig? If you start looking any more queer, they're going to put your picture on the $3 bill.
9:21 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Christy has the forecast.
Q95, Fox 59 weather brought to you by CarX. Sunny and hot today, high 94, becoming cloudy overnight, maybe a shower, down to 75, and then scattered thunderstorms possible tomorrow with a high of 90. 76 currently.
Apparently,
no trombones.
Apparently 47 in your room. I noticed both you and Willie have winter coats.
Yes.
It's freezing.
Yes, Tom.
It's your fault it's that way, so you pointing it out and chuckling isn't a very nice thing to do.
Just as miserable.
Read the paper.
I'm
We have to
just
keep
as
the air
miserable,
circulating.
and I've got COVID.
You know, warm air circulates just as well as cold air.
Well, that may be the case, but I don't believe it.
Oh, jeez.
I'm be a scientist, and I...
No, you're not a scientist.
What?
All right, welcome back.
No, it's okay. I actually store brisket in here, so it's good that it's this temperature.
Thank you very much. Let's see, where was I? We are. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Welcome back. Thanks for joining us. Remember, we do put the F in professional. This is Tom speaking in the big room with Ace Cosby, our engineer, Chick McGee, sports guy, and Josh Arnold.
Look at this.
Josh Arnold currently doing very
He's
funny,
wearing a pencil. He's balancing a pencil between his
funny
top lip and his
visual
nose.
gags on the radio.
Very nice.
Leave him alone.
On YouTube. Oh, we're on the YouTube? Okay, that's very nice. Christy Lee is in the next room.
Hi, everybody.
And then Willie Griswold is in the other next room behind the glass. And they're a little chilly. Apparently, the AC in here is putting cool air into your sector. It's fairly balmy.
Actually, in his defense, it is a little warmer than it has been in here, but not much.
Did you turn it up?
No, I
haven't touched the thing.
Yes, now it's at 48.
You're such a liar.
In the morning when I come in, this is a truth. I look in there. He turns it all the way down to 64.
Oh, yeah.
64.
Yeah, 64, 65.
Remember, he likes the Beatles, 64.
Yeah.
That's right.
64, the funniest temperature.
God.
Let's see now. I look around and I see there's Pat Godwin in the other building. And then I see at home, it's Jessica Alsman. And then in the category, we should have a contest every week, like Where's Waldo?
Yeah.
It's Where's Allie Breen? So, Allie, we have to guess from the background. Now, so
Yes.
you're not in Cape Cod this time.
Well,
No, not in Cape Cod.
Because the fireplace was behind you. That looked like a nice place. And then
Exactly.
it's either Atlanta or New York. Are we getting warm here?
Atlanta.
Okay.
Went from dads to moms, huh?
Yes,
We
exactly.
ain't gone from dads.
That's what I'm doing.
No, so your mom
Where it's
lives.
nice and toasty, by the way.
Your mom lives in Atlanta.
Yeah, my mom lives in Atlanta, exactly. My dad's Boston.
Are there any other Breens in the mix?
Yep, my sister's down here and my nieces and nephews.
Okay. Did your sister live with your mom?
Yeah, my mom just moved in with them.
How'd that go?
What a loser.
Finally made it, huh? All right.
Yeah,
Is this a sad story? Maybe we should shut up.
Oh boy.
Okay. Well, there's
Well, it's a sad story with a happy ending. My mom got cancer last year, but she's fully recovered.
Yay!
It's
Great. Good
yes,
for her.
exactly.
Okay, good.
So they're driving each other crazy, but it's actually going nicely.
That sounds like the premise of a sitcom.
Cancer no more.
Really?
Yeah, they're driving each other crazy.
Hey, let's try to save a relationship. Want to?
I'm sorry. We have the lovely Allie Breen joining us from Atlanta today.
Yes.
And let's just get right to it. Do you have any letters of interest?
Absolutely. Dear Allie, I used my girlfriend's computer to book a flight, and it was logged into her account.
Uh-oh.
I discovered tickets to places she went while she told me she was visiting her parents.
Uh-oh.
When I confronted her about it, she said that they were just girl trips that she thought I wouldn't want her to go on. This is crazy, right? She's definitely cheating.
Well, not necessarily, but she's definitely dishonest.
She's definitely a liar.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
If it were a girl trip, why wouldn't she just be upfront about it?
Well, we don't know much about this guy. Is he super
Jealous?
Yeah.
Or controlling. You can't have fun unless I give you permission to have fun. One of those guys.
Seems like a good rule. What do you say, Josh?
Well, Chick, you've experienced the opposite of that.
What? Why don't you go somewhere? Yes, I've had that.
No. You've experienced this. Oh, I noticed that after working in the house all day, you're sitting down to enjoy yourself. Well,
I'll
it must
put
be nice.
I'll put an end to that.
Yeah, I don't think we have enough information here, but yeah, something's weird.
So it's certainly a problematic relationship. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you on that one, but
enjoy your
That's
trip.
a hard one.
I think they just need to have
one
a
to track, though.
heart-to-heart conversation about
They
the
sure
truth.
do. Yeah.
Well, also, is there some sort of math that you could do? Like, for example, I don't think that anyone's going to have an affair if they're flying to St. Louis for the weekend. But if they're going to Vegas and like Bora Bora romantic spots, does that make sense?
No, what if the guy lives in St. Louis?
Right. That's the problem there.
Yeah.
I mean, Josh lived in St. Louis for years. You could probably talk about an encounter or two you had there, right?
Of course. What are you getting at?
Was someone else's girlfriend?
No. I'm just saying.
Josh lives in St.
I'm
Louis
just saying
and he
that I think
shoots plenty,
that
right?
maybe the sitcom should be entitled "They Have Sex in St. Louis," don't they? I mean, it seems to me that Willie is implying.
Screw you in St. Louis.
I think Willie is insulting you.
No, I just picked a random city. I think I'm just curious. Would you guys think? Could you look at a list of cities and see if they're going there for friends trips or if it's specifically an affair?
I would think if it were places like Vegas and Cancun and stuff, that's more likely to be a girl.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I was trying to
I
get
agree.
Okay, I see.
Oh,
But if she's flying to Wichita, it might be a dude.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, and
Okay.
She can
I see.
prove it. Chances are she took photos on her phone. She
That's
could, like, look,
exactly.
Here's the location, the date. Here
yeah.
me and my
You're
friend.
right.
And
Ask
here's
her
the
for
cute
proof.
waiter that's in the photo.
Yeah, because there's
also
no way
that-
they did a girl
Very
trip
good,
without taking
Jessica.
pictures.
Yeah, if it were a girl trip.
Exactly. Someone's
It'd
got.
be all over Facebook.
Right.
Look at Marcy with the pool boy. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, that's not Marcy.
That's
the
what's his
president of
name?
Liberty University.
Wife. Becky, I think her name is.
Idiot.
Yeah, he can't be that possessive if he hasn't already looked for photos. Because it should be on Instagram. Every person's on Instagram or
If
Facebook.
she
There should be
doesn't, if
plenty of
there's
photos.
no photographic evidence of this girl's trip, then there may be an affair.
It is not a
going on.
girl's trip.
Yeah.
Unless you said, don't post anything, guys. I'll get in trouble by my boyfriend.
Well, but they still took pictures.
Right. It's on her phone for
Right.
sure.
Okay.
Well,
Talk to her more.
Ask for
Wouldn't
proof.
Wouldn't there be sleazy motels
They just
on her
need to
credit
have a
cards?
It could be
phone
anything.
call. What do you think? She's paying for the affair?
Exactly.
So if it were a girl's
And how
trip,
would he find her
wouldn't she be
credit
paying
card
for the hotel? If it was
I
a
see what you're
girl
saying.
trip?
I thought you said the
Yes.
sleazy hotel.
Yeah,
and
there'd
I
be
was
a
like,
bar tab or whatever, anything.
I think there can be a lot of bar tabs and there can be tagged photos and there can be screenshots of conversations, but at the end you just have a conversation.
Yes.
Of course, they need to talk this out more. This is shady.
Okay, what's our next letter, Allie?
Dear Allie, I love my girlfriend, but I need her to move out. I don't want to live together, but I still want to be together. What are the chances she understands and that this works?
Can I remove myself from Sign that.
Josh is gonna work on our sitcom idea. Remember, it's called Remission Impossible.
Perhaps
I don't remember writing that letter, but
Perhaps it's a good idea. When did I become the voice of reason?
I don't know.
Perhaps we might send Allie
It's
a
a
quick
scary
note.
thing.
About
Allie-
updates in
Allie-
people's lives?
Hey, Allie could move on.
We've done it. We
What, you and
survived
Donnie
it,
have?
actually.
Oh, wow.
This is so funny. My mom had passed, and like there's times where you kind of have to go your separate ways to like grow closer together.
So you kicked
it didn't
Donnie
work
out?
No, we just when our lease was up, we kind of just
Who
went
brought
on
it?
our own
Who
for-
brought it up?
We don't have to go that deep into this. This is a comedy show.
You brought it up.
I just said it can work. It can.
all right.
Okay.
Wait, so you guys stayed together
Yeah, the
while
whole time.
you lived apart and then just moved back in? Okay.
Then who wanted to move back in?
I think we both did, and we probably both wanted to be apart because, when you lose someone, it just
Sure. There are no rules.
There are no
to grieving. So yeah, do whatever you got to
right.
do.
And so things kind of get weird, and you're like, how about I'm just going to go my own way so this doesn't hurt us.
Okay, good for you guys.
It's a positive thing.
You're very mature, Jessica.
I was just going to say, you guys are reasonable people, though, which is not
good. Let's get
necessarily
back to the unreasonable comedy. Let's start insulting each other and have some fun.
Let's get back to the psychos.
Let's get back to the cheap hotel and the loud grunting. Okay, sorry, back to it.
Dear Allie, I had an affair with my best friend's husband. She found out and left him, and since then we've fallen in love while helping each other through this. She has now gone out of her way to turn all of our friends against us, trying to make it impossible for us to be happy. He says he's pretty sure she was unfaithful too. Should we retaliate or just hope that this passes?
Oh my God.
Christy, you want to take this?
Retaliate.
No, you're not going to retaliate. First of all, you're the
video game.
Yeah, you started this. You had an affair with her husband. What did you expect? That everybody would embrace you guys with open arms?
Exactly.
Come on.
I think this is a chance to start completely new. You two go build a new life with new friends. And
get the hell out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's...
And when you make new friends and they ask how you met, lie.
Say match.
Oh, yeah.
They grew up in nursery school together.
We bumbled.
You lie about it, yes.
Whatever.
Yeah,
people are the worst, aren't they? Yeah,
you want to retaliate how?
No, that's no good.
No.
You don't need to do that.
Scorched earth, that's what I say.
Jesus, take everybody with you.
I'm sorry, honey. You started this.
Yeah.
You got to just walk away.
Yeah, I have a question.
How close could they be to their friends if they're cheating on each other with their
no
love?
joke.
I mean, they're not great friends.
No.
So the one that the one before this where the guy was confused. So the guy wants her to move out?
Yes.
Yeah, but he still wants to be with her.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're
Why are you going back?
to it.
Well, we didn't really answer that question.
That's true.
Because he wants to... Go ahead, Tom.
No, does he help her move?
I think it's all in
Does he help her move, or does she?
There is no
does she
answer.
have to get him beer and pizza?
There is no
Sometimes he pays for movers.
Oh, I forgot this was the one
best
we were
way.
going to go.
God, Tom.
Sorry,
Did you really forget that
He
quick?
did not forget.
Willie, can you do something about your father?
Like Josh, there's a reason I shut up during that question, too.
You're mean.
Sorry, let's go back. Let's go back 3 of them. What was the first one?
Bully.
He knows damn well what he's doing.
He's a bully.
He knows exactly what he's doing.
Back to you, Allie. What else have you got? I'm sorry.
New question. Here we go.
Dear Allie, my boyfriend convinced me to start using toys in the boudoir.
Yes.
And at
You mean
first I was too
like
embarrassed.
Hot Wheels?
What, you got a Teddy Ruxpin in there?
So,
Legos?
I saw that in Jackass. You don't want to stick a car up there. Yeah.
Oh.
at first I was too embarrassed, but now I can't get excited without using them. My boyfriend now wants to stop using toys, so I told him we can stop when he learns how to vibrate.
Oh.
Hilarious.
Now,
well put.
now he thinks I'm insulting him.
Jeez.
Once again, we
Run for the hills.
We have to go back to the Dear Abby thing where she gives them all names, and then when she writes the letter back, it's dear. I'm sorry.
Vibrating in Vermont.
You learn to vibrate.
Now he thinks I'm insulting him as a man. How can I keep using toys and still keep up his confidence?
Explain to him that she still wants him. You still want him very much.
Even though he doesn't vibrate?
If he could develop a severe
or just
palsy.
drink a lot of coffee.
Yeah, either a lot of caffeine or maybe some unfortunate illness, which brings us back all the way back around to.
If that doesn't work, ask him to move out.
Just
and stay
explain.
together.
Hey, look, no, these toys are just. Plus, who doesn't? What guy doesn't like a woman who can get herself warmed up? He doesn't. That can take work. He doesn't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
Tell me
She can go. I'm going to the bedroom.
I have heard guys.
I'm going to watch
I have
the
heard
game.
guys complain. I'll be in the other room. I have heard guys complain that toys desensitize women to their actual skills.
No,
So
I can
guess
tell
that's what
she's
this
getting
guy's
ready.
worried about.
She seems to be getting out there. Boy, that's
the episiotomy 3000.
Husqvarna people have just made a very nice vibrator. Allie, we can squeeze in one more.
Which is what that woman
dear
said.
Allie.
We didn't really answer that, but...
Oh, dear Allie, I hate oral sex. I love everything else, but not that. And every guy seems to think I've just never had it done right and takes it on as a challenge. It's never worked so far, so how can I get people to just believe me and not torture me with trying?
Squirt gun full of vinegar.
Torture?
Yeah, my God.
What the hell's wrong with this woman?
Misbehaving dogs.
Just a squirt gun full of vinegar.
Here's what you do. You say, look, every time that is done to me, I get uncontrollable flatulence. And nobody will go down there anymore. Leave me alone.
You could maybe get instead of a squirt gun, you get some kind of
Gatling
a Hershey syrup bottle.
Why can't a guy just accept the fact that she doesn't like it? I don't understand that.
There is that thing where it's like, well, no, you've just never. I kind of, we're dumb.
Every guy is an authority.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it's the same thing as the toy thing. There's a thing for guys where they think, oh, no, I can do it better than that. Be it the guy before or be it a toy.
Gotcha.
Does that make sense?
Now, I'll be honest, I've used this. Boy.
Yeah, this we may be getting into territory.
No, it's okay. I have told, I remember this once, I told her that I did not care for that. And it got her to do it a lot more.
Wait
a minute. This is reverse psychology?
Yes.
This is getting very
And
complicated.
you knew that as you were doing it?
Yeah, I knew that it was actually my favorite thing.
Don't do that.
Yeah, I go, you know what? And
that was weird.
Oh, gotta try again. That didn't.
So the answer to all these questions is this is really complicated.
Yeah.
We're making
or
this far
she
too
could
much
date
work.
DJ Khaled. Isn't that the guy who doesn't like
Yes,
doing that?
that's correct.
Yeah, that's right.
Plenty of guys you can find, I'm sure, that
Well,
are.
thank you. Allie, thank you very much. First of all, I'm glad your mom's doing great.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's doing
know.
great. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
exactly.
Jessica, sorry about yours.
It's all right.
Wow.
I got this.
Wow, that was. See, I thought that I needed to recover, but no, I'm fine.
Yeah.
No, it's,
Holy
Josh.
Samoli.
Josh is
Hey,
the
speaking of these questions, Tom, don't you have
Allie, we'll see you. Thank you.
Okay.
Bye, guys. Thank
Bye,
you.
Allie.
If you want to get a hold of Allie, it's Allie Breen at all social media platforms. ALLIBREEN. Thank you, Allie. Well, on this topic, if perhaps this has been amusing to you, there are some things we can bring back to life.
Yeah.
Keeping with our theme, if erectile dysfunction is something that you're dealing with, you've lost your mojo, whatever you want to call it, guess what? Roman can come to the rescue perhaps for you. Roman is a pharmaceutical distributor, ROMAN. And it's all done via, you pick up your phone, grab your laptop, whatever, and you will be connected with a healthcare professional when you go to getroman.com/wood. And if you are indeed a candidate for one of these miracle drugs you've been hearing about for such a long time, well, the medical professional you're dealing with can actually set you up. And with Roman, you get the famous free 2-day shipping. So right from the comfort of your home, wherever you are, a healthcare professional will work with you to find the best treatment plan. The whole process, very straightforward, very simple, and mostly very discreet. That's right. Go to getroman.com/wood. and complete the free online visit. ED used to be tough to tackle, but now you can get part of your life back. Roman, ROMAN. Go to getroman.com/wood today. Tell them the Bob and Tom Show sent you. By the way, if approved now, something brand new, a $15 bonus here. You'll get $15 off your first order of ED treatment. That's getroman.com/wood. $15 off. Getroman.com/wood. Coming back, we have, we have the elephant in the news.
Okay.
And it's very, very interesting, I think, for those of you that are big elephant fans, and a little bit of history coming your way. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is the Bob and Tom Show, brought to you in part by Navy Federal Credit Union, proudly serving the armed forces, DOD, veterans, and their families. Our members are the mission, insured by NCUA. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Bob and Tom 24/7. Not on air, online, all the time.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Hope you're having a great Wednesday morning. I'm Mark Allison. Let me remind you right now to treat yourself to a VIP membership at bobandtom.com. If you love the Bob and Tom Show, you need full access right now, including the Bob and Tom archives, the album library. You can even listen to the Bob and Tom Show commercial free. You heard me. And on demand with our daily podcast, plus the live 7-camera video stream of the show. Jeff Oskey taking care of that for each and every morning for us. Check it out now at bobandtom.com/VIP.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. Lucas Giolito pitched the first no-hitter of the pandemic-delayed Major League season, striking out 13 and permitting just one runner in a walk and leading the White Sox over the Pirates 4-0. Other winners yesterday in interleague action: Detroit, Kansas City, and Seattle. American League winners: Houston, Tampa Bay, Cleveland, Boston, the Angels, and Oakland. And the National League winners: Miami, Philly, Milwaukee, Miami, Colorado, and San Francisco. Hockey playoff winners yesterday: Tampa Bay in overtime beating Boston 4-3, and Vancouver beat Vegas. And from the NBA, the Clippers took a 3-2 lead in their first-round series by setting a franchise record for points in a playoff game, 154-111 over the Dallas Mavericks. And Jamal Murray scored 33 of his 42 while playing every minute of the second half to help the Nuggets avoid elimination, a 117-107 win over the Utah Jazz in Game 5. And Jamaica's Minister of Health says legendary sprinter Usain Bolt has tested positive for the coronavirus. Bolt said he's trying to be responsible and will stay indoors and self-quarantine. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
What if someone in the audience shouts out a request?
I'll fight him.
More corn. You got to fight him, yeah. I get this a lot now. I get requests.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, just in the first couple minutes of my set, people will start yelling out, "Closer!" We want to hear the closer. Like, oh, man, they must love that part.
Yeah, Flute Man Greg. Bring on Warren.
I don't have a bit called Get Off the Stage.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, everybody, this is Jimmy Pardo. You recognize my voice from the show and my face from television. You are listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
All right, this magician. He gets his job on a cruise ship. So he's working this cruise ship, and he does his act every night. In the front row is the captain of the ship with a parrot on her shoulder. So every night he does his act. Well, by the third night, the parrot starts figuring out this magician's act. So he starts heckling the magician, and it's in his sleeve. It's under his hat. His assistant has it. So that night, they hit an iceberg, and the ship goes down. The magician wakes up floating on a piece of driftwood, and the parrot is sitting on the end of the driftwood, and they stare at each other for 2 days and don't say a word. They just look at each other all mad. Finally, the bird goes, "I give. Where's the boat?"
Oh, yeah.
Hi, this is Augie Smith. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
We don't know anything about you, Christian. Are you a married guy, single guy?
I am married. I got married this past August. I am one of those lucky men. I'm one of those at first sight situations. I met my wife. I looked at her and I said, "Oh my God, this is the woman I want to spend the next 4 to 7 years with."
Wow. Wow, that's huge.
That is
Your expectations
That is an exciting time, isn't it, Christian?
Isn't it sweet?
Yes,
Isn't
it is.
That is lovely. How's it going?
It's not bad. She travels with me a lot, not as often as I like. I love traveling with my wife because every time we go away together, we play this really fun game. It's called, How Is This My Fault?
We got inspired last night by the halftime show watching Tom Petty's.
Oh, all right.
And so I figured we could do a lot better, probably going back. He respected that I used to be known as Donnie Cougars. So this is Donnie Cougars and the Pork Breakers. Well, I won't come back down, 'cause I hate this town. Ain't got airbrush t-shirts like Gatlinburg does, so I won't come back down.
Up 9:45 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Christy has an update in the weather forecast.
Q95, Fox 59 weather. We'll see plenty of sunshine today. Another hot day, high 94. Becoming cloudy overnight, down to 75. And then we have scattered thunderstorms in the forecast tomorrow with a high not quite as warm of 90. 76 currently.
Okay, thank you very much, Christy Lee. We have your shot at $1,000 happening multiple times on Q95 today, so pay close attention, please. Also, I'll remind you the Bob and Tom golf outing is just around the corner, actually. It's Wednesday, September 16th at Top Golf in Fishers. Get your team together and help raise money for the great Riley Hospital for Children. So, once again, it'll be fun, and you'll be outside on the perch up above the golf range there, whacking it. The balls, I mean.
Boy, you can mess up anything, can't you?
Yeah, I try. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. The big room, Chick, Josh, Ace, I'm Tom. Through the glass, Willie G. Through the glass over there, Christy Lee.
Hi.
The closed circuit TV delivery of Miss Jessica Alsman. You okay,
Hello.
Jessica?
There's a man in your house,
I'm
Jessica.
doing great.
Saw him walk by.
Oh, did he just walk by?
Donnie did?
I didn't see him.
No, he left, I thought, 20 minutes
Oh, then it must be
Oh, it must be the axe murderer then. I'm sorry.
No, I hope we're taping this. That'll be really cool on one of those detective shows where
Oh, yeah.
they see him walk by.
I better go viral, damn it.
Okay. if you're going to go viral. Pat Godwin is in the other room over there looking great, Pat. And gosh, I wish we'll have to get that song again tomorrow. I really enjoyed that new one. Now, where were we? Christy, what have you got over there?
I thought we were doing history.
Oh,
Are
we
not
can
doing
do that,
tonight-
of course.
Today in history, but I've
I
got
haven't heard
stuff.
the intro.
Now, boy, today in history. Today in history. All right, we've got it. Here's Tom.
This is interesting. 1939, the Cincinnati Reds played the Brooklyn Dodgers in the first televised baseball game.
Wow.
I can imagine.
There were 4 TVs.
Yeah, no kidding.
The announcer,
What
Tim
year?
McCarver.
1939?
1939.
Tim McCarver and Deion Sanders.
And then, of course, it wouldn't be history.
Broadcast to the dugout? Where'd they come from?
I wonder,
Wow.
were they broadcasting back to New York?
I don't know.
9 watts.
Let's see. On this date in 1968,
Yes.
we have to have some Beatles history here for you, Chick McGee.
Jesus.
Hey Jude.
John Lennon changed his
Released.
toilet out.
Do you know who Jude is?
His kid, Julian.
Yes, Jude the Obscure.
That's
It's
right.
based
Yes.
on the-
It was written for Lennon's son Julian as Hey Jewel.
Never let us forget it.
Right? Isn't that Pat? Isn't that more or less
That's
correct?
great.
No talent for lot piece of crap he put out.
Oh, I like that. Sitting on the doorstep.
I'm not trying to sound like my daddy.
Whatever.
Great song.
Whatever,
Looking
Jude.
like John Oliver.
Happy birthday. This is one for Chick. Happy birthday to Don LaFontaine.
Oh.
In a world.
Is that who that is?
Yeah.
In a world.
The late great.
Didn't he do 90% of the voiceovers?
Yeah, give me LaFontaine. Yeah.
In a world. Man, he was good.
Yeah. And happy birthday to friend of the show, Melissa McCarthy, the actress and comedian. So funny.
I love her, yeah. Love her.
Yeah. And happy birthday to James Harden.
Oh.
Never won a championship.
Dick loves to remind us of that.
Yeah, he does.
Entirely too selfish. If he wins a championship in the NBA, even this season, I will leave town. What do you think of that?
Really?
What do you think of that? I'm out of here.
Wow.
Look, odds are I'm leaving anyway. So,
will you move to Houston?
Will you?
No. Why would I? Well, maybe I know a couple people. Yeah, I could go to Houston.
Wait, where do you want him to move to?
Where do you want?
Okay, sorry. Time now to review what we learned on today's show, please.
Time now for
Oh, I've got it.
Things We Learned, brought to you by Grainger.
Delivering the products that keep you...
What an idiot. I'm going one day.
Keep your facility running is what Grainger does best.
I had COVID.
They've been
No,
doing
he
it for
didn't.
90 years. Visit Grainger.com for whatever you need, whenever you need it.
Isn't it time to be a Grainger Ranger?
You take it from Chick McGee, our Grainger Ranger. Grainger, for the ones who get it done. There you can have that back.
Okay, thank you very much. Chick McGee wasn't here yesterday. Apparently,
COVID.
Yeah, the 24-hour version.
24-hour COVID. I'm better now, a little bit.
Okay, you keep sneezing and clearing your throat. Okay,
170,000 dead.
Nothing funny about this when he passes. It's going to be a tough show to try to find the comedy there.
No.
Okay, let's see. Gardner Minshew back in the sporting news with Bud Light. You can pick him in your fantasy league and perhaps win a case or two of Bud Light.
Can he just unexpectly retire?
I love Gordon.
Andrew Luck.
I keep calling him Gardner Minshew. Let's see. If you go into the back green room back here, the canteen, if you will,
Can you think of an older word?
Kitchen.
I'll see you back at the canteen.
Oh, I mean, at the canteen at 4 p.m. for supper.
Did you see?
I like it.
You see Sullivan last night?
I'll talk to you, Jessica. Did you
It's
know?
very Star Wars of you.
Did you know that there's a free refrigerator back there that it looks just like a vending machine?
Oh my God!
It's full of. It's got free Dr. Pepper, free
Pellegrino.
She knew it. Pellegrino. I had no idea. I thought it was a vending machine because it's right between two vending machines.
Which I feel bad for the vending machine. No one's using it because they can get it for free.
Yeah.
Well, but nobody's here to use them anyway. So.
That's true.
Yeah.
You think the vending machines have feelings, don't you?
Yeah. Well, it's because this is a ghost. This is a ghost building. There's nobody allowed in the building anymore except for us and up front. So I had no idea. So let's see. Now we were talking about my sons Sam and Willie, and Willie was pointing out that Sam. Now what is it again? Sam brings you pizzas, but you never see him.
No, he'll bring me a pizza. He'll just leave it outside, and then I get to grab it. No contact delivery.
They're amazing.
He can cook.
No way are they.
But he won't, and then he won't allow Willie in his house.
No, he made me a steak the other night. He made me a ribeye the other night. And then I was cooking.
Slid it under the door.
I was cooking dinner for myself, and I said, "Guess I'm not going to need this. I have a big ribeye steak."
Oh boy, ribeye for dessert.
He's the man.
We found out that Usain Bolt has the COVID.
He can't outrun the COVID, Tom.
And yeah, that's going to be the hack headline everywhere. And pumpkin spice is it back already at the at Starbucks? Okay, and we had the great tribute from Pat Godwin.
Hence the song we did.
Okay, and we found out about the ferry and the new ferry boats in Sydney, Australia. This is true. The new ferry boats actually, if you sit in the upper deck, it cuts your head off.
Man, have your body.
And we have the audio.
So ferry cross the Mersey.
Horrified passengers. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send us an email, bobandtom@bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, this is Larry the Cable Guy, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Boy, better get up, get some exercise.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
I want to know what you do while you're pumping gas. You're on your phone, aren't you?
Typically, I am, doing a crossword puzzle or calling someone.
You're not supposed to be on your phone either.
That's a myth.
You what?
You don't even turn your car off when you get gas?
Shh.
Are you serious?
You're just as